Hello, are we live? This is kind of an all of a sudden live stream. I don't expect too many people to come, but that's alright. Let's see. I gotta check on my phone to make sure this is actually working right. The music is bopping though. Hello there? Okay, you're gonna have to tell me if I'm working out. Hold up 1 second. Oh. Okay. Things seem good on my end. Oh, there's people already here, good lord. Hey fellas, Wasteland 77, what's going on, fella? Everything sound good? Everything look good? What's up? What's up, everybody? Today I plan on covering the Bloodspeth interview with the new fella. The new fella, the unnamed friend. Does he have a name? Kirby looking cute as always. Hell yeah. I really just didn't know any better music to play in the background, so I'll probably turn it down a little bit and yeah. Feeling here was a bit awkward. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. It just started. I wasn't even talking to you, my friend. All right, guys. I'm gonna let a couple people come into the chat here. How many we got? We got 18 so far. Yes, but I think he want to stay anonymous. I heard him say it in the end. Yeah, I don't plan on doxing him. I think Noah already did that. I haven't seen any of that information come out anyways either, so we're gonna have to see about that. Yeah, so what's been going on with y'all? I know I've been on a little bit of a break. Good lord, a $20 super sticker. Dude, I can't see the super stickers. I wish I could. I'm putting it on screen right now for you, dude. $20. JC Blair 4447. Shout out for the 20. I wish I could see the super sticker, dude. I don't know what you sent. I don't know what it was, but I appreciate it. I do, brother. You're staying on the screen for as long as anyone else. You're staying on the screen for a good while. I'm going to tell you that much. All right. Now JC Blair, thank you for everything. Let me see. Anything you want to say to me? I'll read any comment you type. You know what I mean? You don't have to send no more money attached to it, please. I really appreciate it though, man. I really do. Uncle Drew, appreciate it. You know I do, dude. Let's see. It's a cute person giving a heart. Oh, thank you for showing me. Honestly, I'm a bit new to this whole streaming thing. I don't even know how to see the whole thing. Bro, you're my favorite lolcow creator. Ah, thank you, dude. I appreciate it. I'm sure you were probably scared when I said I was taking a break then. Well, I'm officially back from the break. Things are going good. Things are going better than ever. One thing, I have an update. If you all remember, my stream was not crashing, but I was just going silent in the middle of talking before. I figured out why that is. I have a button on the side of my mouse, and it opens a new tab. And if I ever open a new tab, it stops everything I'm in the middle of doing. So I'm going to try my best not to press that button because I don't know how to make it not do that. Yeah. I listen to you all day at work. Oh, dude, I appreciate it, man. Well, I'm going to have some live streams for you to listen to. I'm going to do everything else. I got the whole live stream set up now, and I was just dealing with some things before. That's the only reason I wasn't actively live streaming all the time, but I really do plan on doing it, like once or twice a week at the least type of thing. So, anyone have any good suggestions for music? I know I got the Kirby and the Kirby Bops, but any good suggestions for music in the background that wouldn't get the stream taken down or anything? Yes, JC, I work from home. I'm always listening to lolcow vids from everyone doing. Helps keep entertained as possible. Oh, definitely, dude. I mean, that's what I'm doing. Even when I'm at work, I'd be doing that. Okay, speaking of work, I have a good question for Wasteland 77. Since you're so deep in all this lolcow stuff, specifically the other creators, I have an insecurity question here for you. That sounded wrong. Anyway, what's the deal with these other lolcow creators? They cannot have jobs. They're making too much content. They're making content too fast. I don't know how they're doing it. like, okay, specifically, JC Blair said Antimatter Mori. You and Antimatter Morty are the best. I wish I could make content at the rate that that dude makes content. He cannot have a job outside of YouTube. YouTube has to be his job. Like, on God. Some do, some don't. The bigger ones don't work probably. I'm sure. I'm definitely not trying to dox these people or, ask, oh, where do they work? What do they do? You know what I mean? But I sometimes that comes to mind. I'm like, if they have a job, they got to be spending like every ounce of their free time making these lolcow videos. I'd love to do that, but sometimes you just I don't know. Sometimes I just can't do it all the time. Greasy Middle Finger has a job outside of YouTube. Her channel is quite new. Yeah, she be making content all the time too. I envious definitely is the right word. I wouldn't say jealous because it is lolcow content, but envious is a good way to say it. Lazux, I'm sorry I butchered your name. Lazalux. Hello, what's going on, brother? Taking a break is always important. Oh, definitely. Well, I got all that shit figured out, dude. It's all the memberships, dude, and supers. Memberships is basically guaranteed money if you have a stable average of keeping those. Yeah, I just set up my memberships not too long ago. I don't even know if I have any members so far. I really don't have anything for you guys to benefit from being a member, like at all. I don't even think I've set up stickers or like the emojis or whatever. I'll work on that later. I was dealing with all the things before, so that was the last thing I was thinking of. But now I'm back at it. So speaking of this, has anybody seen my new video? I'll throw it up on screen for a moment. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. That's all right. Oh, good Lord. Oh, and I do have YouTube Premium now. I think I don't know if you guys are hip to that. Of course you're hip to that, but I don't know what I was looking up. I'm losing my mind here. I was looking up my new video. Oh, you can't just look up Uncle Drew. It doesn't come up yet. I ain't big enough. You got to put the O2 next to the name. All right, fellas. I'll put my new video on screen for you here. All right, fellas, check it. You see the new video? Check it out if you get a chance, if you want to. It's almost got 8K views in 5 hours. It's actually doing fairly good. If you haven't noticed, all of my recent videos are doing really good. JC Blair, new member. What the hell, dude? I just got done talking about how there's no benefits for new members yet. Okay, I'm after this stream, maybe tomorrow morning, because I plan on going to the bar tonight. I do plan on making some benefits for streams. Maybe possibly like a video day out a day early, but that's not going to be a constant thing because my videos are barely out on time anyway. I try to make videos on Saturday, and with work and everything else, I'm usually barely making that. But yes, please block ads or have premium to keep yourself safe on so you don't get any LOC based ads while streaming. Oh, location based ads. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the first time around, I totally had probably could have fallen victim to that shit. Thank you for becoming a new member, dude. JC Blair, I appreciate you. You seem to be like #1 fan. You're about to take the place of Meow. I wonder if she's here. She possibly is she. Um, there's a fan named Meow that claims to be the #1 fan. Yeah, there's creepers. Creepers, as you know. Yeah, definitely. This corner of the internet is definitely full of creepers, I could say. Um, is the Kirby music still playing for y'all? Is that only when I share the screen? I don't know. Either way, what do you guys think? Should we get into the video and then have people come in as we go, or what do you think here? I thought Uncle Drew was dead. I mean, do I sound like Nova's 70-year-old uncle? He did pass away. R.I.P. Uncle Drew. I want you guys to know the picture. Like, okay, I don't. I don't even know how to actually make him show up on screen. Yeah, this right here. This is not Uncle Drew. This is if you hate it or love it, I apologize if you hate it. This is not Uncle Drew at all. This is actually a totally AI generated image. I said make a middle-aged balding man look like a rapper, and this is some peak tier Uncle Drew lore for you guys here. I'm gonna be releasing a song about Nova, and it's already finished. I just gotta get it out basically, and this is gonna be the real image for it. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's get that off the screen. Go back to the Kirby. Headphones died while listening to your video on my bike. Oh no, dude! Bike or motorcycle? Same difference. It don't matter. I got an e-bike and I've had motorcycles in the past. They're pretty cool. Today was pretty cold though. I wouldn't want to be out on either one. Yuck, AI size, whatever. Yeah, RIP AI. I mean, we're not gonna stop it if you tried. It's gone too far already, unfortunately. Rashid of the Brotherly Fold. I love your name, dude. I love the whole meme behind that shit. I was there that night when they were first originally covering Rashid, and calling him Rashid of the Brotherly Fold is insane. Vintage 80s racing bike. I had one. I don't know if it was a racing one, but it was like what you see the people that are really into the biking, where they have the handlebars that are like I don't know enough about bicycles to know anything. Anyway, are you guys ready for the Novine Universe Bloodspeth interview with the former friend? Are you guys ready for this? I'm kind of ready for it. There's only 30 of y'all in here though, so we can wait. I mean, it just totally depends. Vintage Japanese motorcycle helmet. That shit is cool, dude. I was watching this RIP anime. I'm not too big into anime, but there was one. It was called like, God, I don't even remember what it was called. It was like a cyberpunk type of thing, but they were riding motorcycles, and it was in like the 80s or 90s. It was pretty dope. Hey, got my first stream. Shout out Ash Rodica. Interesting name. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Okay, from Linda is reading. I'm gonna jump right in here, and we're going straight for the Nova's former friend interview. Let's see it. Share this tab instead. Alright, I gotta pause that Kirby music. Alright, Kirby music paused. Let's get into it, fellas.
Hello. Good evening, chat.
Oh,
how are we
that's
doing?
a little loud. Okay, let me know how the
What up, everybody? It's
let me know how the volume is.
Nova's former friend.
Nova's former friend.
There you go.
Welcome to the Brotherly Fold,
So,
Unk. You have no
man,
clue
You
how
have
happy I am to hear that.
quite
Thank
a few
you, my
stories
friend.
to tell, I bet.
I do. We've talked about quite a bit of them. A lot of you guys have heard the phone call already.
Okay, we gotta pause already, dude. JC Blair, you gotta stop, man. I appreciate it so much. Buy yourself a treat, dog. $20 from JC Blair 4447. I appreciate you more than you could ever know, dude. Buy yourself a treat. I'm finna. And you know, if you change your mind and you want to buy yourself something, refund this money, dude, because I don't need it, man. I'm living good. I appreciate you so much, dude. And I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. 20, that's 40 from you alone. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Okay, and anything you want to say? Anything you want me to read? Yeah, WJC Blair. Holy shit. Yeah, definitely. Holy shish, dude. You know what the Novine universe, the Chin universe does in his shit, where he's like, oh, shish. He always edits to say shish. Kirby gonna need the gold chain after this. No, you can continue. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll continue the chat.
Yeah, dude, that was
or
something.
the
I'll tell you
stream.
what.
Let's see it.
I've read a lot of your comments on the live post yesterday, so we could address them quickly.
Is there anything you want to be like, or anything you want to address right now before we get into the
Yeah.
questions?
Holy shish, guys.
So the comments I was reading, there's like a lot of valid.
Real quick, Arabian Baby 53. I love that name, dude. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Everything's doing good. I'm doing better than ever. I'm doing better than I have been in weeks or months, if that makes any sense. So I appreciate you all for all the support, everything you all said. I want to mention this before we go on. I'm sorry I'm pausing so much. Everything that everybody said in the community post where I said I was going to be stepping back, taking a few weeks. I think it only ended up being a week or two. Either way, it helped me a lot. It was exactly what I needed, and I appreciate all the support on that post. So let's continue on with the video. Thank you, Arabian Baby 53 for the $4.99. I appreciate you.
Concerns because Sam Hyde shirt hanging out with the lol.
I knew it was a Sam Hyde shirt. Look. I just
definitely
knew it.
Some assumptions are going to be made there. But I think it will be clear if you watch the live that I wasn't just somebody trying to like fuck him over or manipulate him. Like I was talking and hanging out with him for like 8 months, and you'll see in the text that I really I just wanted somebody who looks like Nova, acts like Nova, to not look and act like Nova. I always kind of thought Nova was a little different because I don't know.
Okay, hold on. Demon Jelly Bun. Hello. I had to say
like many of you, lolcows are just kind of like,
good Lord. Oh my goodness. Where are you getting this money from? JC Blair 447 with the 50. Last one for now. What do you mean for now? What do you mean for now, brother? Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the 50. You're staying on screen till the end of days. All right, JC Blair 4447, my only member that I know about now. Sorry to miscredit if there's any other members. I seriously don't know if anyone else is a member or not. Thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. We're making more money than Nova's ever made just off this one live stream alone, just off of JC Blair. I appreciate you, dude. Last one for now. Oh Lord, I can't take all this, fella. You're killing me here. Everyone, throw tomatoes for JC Blair in the chat. All 40 of you, throw as many tomatoes as possible.
An enigma to me. It's like, how does
Uncle Drew, please tell me you didn't watch the video. I'm assuming you mean the South Park video. I'm gonna continue. I'm not answering that question. Sorry. WJC. Uncle Drew love today is insane. It is insane. Thank you for all the tomatoes. Everyone throw a tomato for JC Blair. I appreciate you all. Let's get on with the video, fellas.
Person like this get created. I want to learn everything about them. But Nova's a little different because, at least in my opinion, or at least what used to be my opinion, I thought he was just like this sad dude who just like got.
Hold on. Cash for Shoes is asking South Park video ? I'm hoping that you know what it is. I don't want to. Mayor's intro for his new video today has it. It's disgusting. I wasn't planning on doing anything like that, adding it to a video or anything. I'm just gonna say it. I did watch the video. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't think that he made the. I think he made the video and sent it to someone that he didn't know was a troll, and I think they made that account. I do not think that he made that account on the hub. I seriously don't. I can't imagine he would be dumb enough to make it in his own with his own name on it, which is spicy in front of it. I don't think that was. I think he's smarter than that, despite how stupid Nova is. Shame, shame. Oh, shame me all you want. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to give his account more views, but something I've noticed. If you go to that account, it says videos watched, and it's going up per day. So I don't know who's on there, but moldy, not spicy. Definitely moldy, dude. Gotta be mold. There's mold growing on it. Unk saw that little star. He said something about squirting and contractions in it. Yeah. Let's move on.
Draw in life. And really what attracted me to him is like, I think I started watching him doing all the workout stuff. And so it's like, whoa, here's this guy who's like actually trying. He's like acknowledging how messed up his life is. Like, I want to help that guy. And I wasn't living in the state at the time. So once I moved back to Idaho, that was when I started contacting him. And that was like in June or July. But yeah, Nova also knows who Sam Hyde is. So it wasn't like some secret, like, and I'm like some alt internet guy or anything like that.
Let's see.
What other comments?
Who is Sam Hyde? Am I chopped?
Sam Hyde is he's like
you don't know
this,
Sam Hyde? Oh my god.
It's like this dark comedian who's been kind of prevalent.
Okay.
Online.
Okay, I'm gonna pause a whole bunch during this video, and it's 3 hours, so this is gonna be a long live stream. I don't even know if we're gonna get through all this, for real. But either way, what am I trying to say here? He didn't know who Sam Hyde was. Anyway, I seen that the Greasy Middle Finger and Bloodspeth did a live stream. It was probably a couple weeks ago, maybe even a month or two at this point. I was like, holy shit, they're doing live streams together. That's pretty dope. I'm trying to get into the community, as in the other creators here, dude. I'm trying to like talk to them and shit. I really haven't talked to anybody. But I seen like people are doing live streams. I talked to like Major Chilla. I was like, yo, we should do a stream together or something. Or maybe I didn't say that. Maybe I said something along the lines of that. Anyway, I'm totally open to doing any live streams with any other creators or anything like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, just saying that. Talk to McGillicuddy, he's cool. I'm gonna have to do more searching into his stuff because I know exactly who you're talking about, but I don't watch much of his content. So I'm gonna have to go through and look all that shit. Yeah, okay, let's move on.
For like the last 10, 15 years, but he has kind of a bad rap because of a lot of the things he said are pretty objectively offensive.
I see. Oh, that's why people were kind of okay. No, I get that.
Yeah. So Sam Hyde also he does a show now called Fish Tank, which Nova told me he got invited on Fish Tank.
Oh, I heard about that.
He told me he didn't want to join it. So
I wonder if that was real.
So he definitely knew who Sam Hyde was. He was like somewhat comfortable talking about him.
Do you guys think that was real? Did he really get invited to Fish Tank?
I mean, I remember him talking about it on stream. I didn't think he was like that serious, but
I mean, maybe he could have been getting trolled. I don't know.
Probably.
He was probably getting trolled.
In my opinion, super missed opportunity for him. I think what I think is a like good way to look at Nova's entire life is like missed opportunity.
No chance. Well, I'm thinking that. Do you guys know what Fish Tank is? I swear he is like the prime candidate for Fish Tank. They had who was it? That fat guy. What's his name? iDubbbz did the video on him. God damn it. Airsoft Fatty. Why couldn't I think of his name? They had him on there and he was like screaming and hollering and shit. If you had Nova on there, it would be just as bad. It would be crazy. Business show deal thing? No, that's Shark Tank. Fish Tank is where you get a bunch of weird people and you put them in a house for like a month or 2 months or something, and then you just see what the fuck happens. You're like, you can't leave the house, and they like troll each other. They do all kinds of shit, dude. It's crazy. Yeah, I guess you just ain't hip to Fish Tank. Yeah, we'll have to do some looking into it. It's a whole thing. We could cover it on stream too. It's basically just to make fun of people for money. I think that's all it is. I think they live stream it like constantly too, like Big Brother. I've never seen Big Brother, but it's more like extreme Big Brother, where like the Airsoft Fatty was like walking out of his room and they had like mustard and ketchup and they just like sprayed him with mustard and ketchup and he's like, that was my last pair of clean clothes, and that's just how he had to fucking live, was covered in mustard and ketchup for like the next week. I don't know. I'm gonna keep going with the video.
That's Nova in a nutshell. Well, there's probably some other adjectives you can use for him. But is there anything you want to address now before we get into the questions and all that?
Yeah, there were some other comments talking about like why, like how embarrassing it would be to, you know, tell people you're friends with Nova. So that makes sense under, like, if you think of it as like a normal friendship. But I think a better way to describe our relationship is like how well can an adult be friends with like a 13-year-old? Like an adult can like value a 13-year-old and can like want the best for a 13-year-old, but can you actually have like a adult friend connection with like somebody who's in that headspace? And I think the answer most people will.
All right, guys, I'm gonna run and get a beer real quick.
Like
you can't really get. I'm gonna go get a drink of water real quick, fellas.
People who are like at that drastically of different places in their life. So though I like would call Nova a friend, like he did not give me the things you'd expect from like any of my other adult friends. Like it was more of like me trying to help him over anything. Like if Nova was a super healthy person who just happened to be kind of weird, like I don't think we would be friends.
It's because of his personality.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much just all of it.
Yeah, there's probably some other reasons
All
for
right,
that.
fellas, I'm back. Let me
And
know
no,
if I'm
I
too
definitely get
loud.
it. It's
Every time I mute my
he's
mic, I
kind
have
of
to adjust the
not, as you
audio.
said, mental space is not all there, especially from an adult, 21 years old. He does kind of. Do you think he has like the mind of a teenager? I'm not talking about his age regression.
So that's what's interesting
Age
because
regression.
it's obvious that he understands like what's good and what's bad because he calls out his own behavior all the time. Like he's constantly talking about like, oh, I'm a fat ass, like, oh, I need to clean, oh, I need to do this, like, oh, talking to kids is bad. But then in the same breath, he, does all of those things. So it's like
Found him on the
I think
internet and
it's
showed up to
either
his house. Are you talking about the former friend? I do think that is a little weird, but I don't know. He's touching the poo, but he's also trying to. He was trying to help him. He genuinely did seem like he was trying to help. I don't know. Age regression should be illegal. That's nasty AF. It borderline is. I mean, that's one of those fine line things, I think. But yeah, basically, I think anybody that involves in it is not real. They're not. It's not real. They're doing other things behind the scenes. I think anybody at all that is doing something like age regression, you got to keep a close eye on. Don't look at their history if you don't want to be scared, jump scared type shit. JC Blair sent another $1. I can't tell if there's anything attached to that, but I appreciate you for the $1. You don't have to send any more money, dude. I don't even know what to say at this point, bro. It's like I really don't. Thank you so much, JC Blair. Let's get on with the video, guys.
Maybe he is just like in this unfortunate headspace where like I don't know, he has this like polarization to his behavior versus his thoughts, or maybe he just is like a manipulative person who intentionally is lying to, creates this false identity that he wants to project.
It's a good observation. I mean, you know him much better than I do. But with all that being said, I think it's time to get started. First question I want to ask is, how'd you meet Nova?
So yeah, like I said, I had seen his videos, I think for like a year and a half, and it like made me legit sad. So I had emailed him a few times because his email was like,
is this how it works?
Was,
is
like,
this how it works? I got the whole Chris Chan sigh when you send money at this point. $5 from JC Blair again, just because you said don't send money. Don't send me $1 billion USD. Do not send that. Don't send it over, okay? I would not know what to do if you sent $1 billion USD to my house. Also, a Lamborghini Countach. All right, let's move on. Thank you for the $5, JC Blair. I don't know what games we're playing here, but I appreciate it every time.
TikTok.
You're a rebel. You are a rebel.
And he never responded to any of those. This is a little sad. I don't take any pride in this, but on Cameo you can like send a message for $1. So after like 2 months of waiting to reply to like the 1 or 2 emails I sent, I was like, I'll just message him on Cameo. Never got back to me. Never gave me back that $1 either. So
I bet.
So then eventually when I moved back, I was like, fuck it. After like a month or 2, I was like, I'm just gonna, like, I've seen his fucking address posted on TikTok comments so many times. Like, I'm just gonna go drop off like a letter. If he responds, he responds. If not, whatever. And his response to that was to immediately make a video on the letter. And I don't necessarily agree with that video. I think it was a poor decision. I don't want to give too many details about it.
Okay, I meant to
the poor decision.
I meant to ask. He's talking about a video in this, or a letter that Nova made a letter. I've seen videos. We've covered videos where Nova makes a TikTok about, oh, this fan sent me this letter. Sorry, and I believe that's what he's talking about here. Oh, sorry, fellas. Okay, where are we going? Arabian Baby 53 with the $9.99. Probably the worst time to ask this, but would you ever make a community Discord or something along those lines? I know Nova is giving that side a bad rap. It's not just Nova. I've said this previously. Discord scares me. I don't like any of that stuff really. I've tried to stay away from Discord as long as I could possibly do it. So I really don't know. I really don't know. I mean, it is something I'd kind of want to do just for like the community and people to like talk and say things other than just like during live streams or in the comments of videos, because shit like that gets, breezed over way too quickly, and I'm sure I'm missing a ton of stuff. But I I don't know, man. I don't know exactly. I I do plan on doing something like that though. Like something for the community esque thing. Discord is the worst, worse than Reddit and Twitter. Reddit and Twitter are just bad enough. I don't know, man. There's a lot of weird stuff on Discord. Um, okay. Uh, yeah, if that I hope that answers your question a little bit more. I'm still debating, I suppose, is my final answer for that question. I'm still debating whether or not I want to do that or not. So, okay, let's move on. We got a 10 from JC Blair. What does that equal out to? What is that? Like, that's almost $100 just from you today. Okay, I won't. What is that? Won't the $1 billion? Well, I appreciate that, man. Definitely don't send $1 billion. It seems like you got it though. Damn, like JC Blair loaded on Idbit. Um, anyway, thank you for the 10, JC Blair. I can't believe membership only server. I believe you could make a membership only server. I mean, I could do that. I don't know. I don't want to segregate it like that either, though. I don't want it to just be like you have to pay to get into the server type of a thing. Not necessarily, at least. I can agree. I mostly use Discord to talk to my friends, and then moved to different states and finish our D&D campaigns. Yeah, I mean, it's really good for communicating with people. Like, say, I always was on PlayStation, so I didn't need it, but I know, like, if you play games on PC, that's like the main way to communicate, from what I understand. So, I mean, I understand the uses of it. I understand why people use it, but I I'm still debating whether or not, because I honestly don't even know how to use Discord. I downloaded it and made an account to try and to get into the Alice's Discord, and I barely knew what the fuck was going on, to be honest. So, all right, let's.
And then after
continue.
that, we just started talking, and after like a week or two, or maybe like a month, I think I started. I wanted to like open up prove that I was actually trying to help him. So I like saw that his lawn was like totally overgrown, like 4 feet tall in the front. So I was like, hey man, like I can help you with that. Like your lawn's not
was
large.
4
like,
feet
this
tall.
is what friends do. Like, let me help you with this thing that's obviously a
Okay, so the way it's seeming now, I'm probably gonna have to do a separate live stream covering the second half of this if we're gonna want to cover the rest of it. I will probably end up ending this around 9 or so. Anyway, that's not set in stone. That's just something I'm thinking. But what I was going to say is, I believe, I could be wrong about this, but I believe when the real life Uncle Drew was alive, he would mow the grass for Nova and his mom. I believe that's what he would do. And ever since he lost his leg and was in the hospital, I don't think that grass has been mowed. And you know damn well Nova is not doing it. You know damn well. So I mean, that's just what happens. You get 4 foot tall weeds where you need a scythe to cut them down. He's going to get onto that a little later.
daunting task. So that was really like the intro to us actually being like in-person friends.
I see. Okay, that's
Nova isn't beating the smelly allegations.
If you could go back, would you?
Yeah, no, I totally get it. Discord is a nightmare and a half. Just gotta make sure you ain't having freaks and kids in it. I mean, that's the whole thing too, is you have to make like a whole like link to websites to like do the whole 18 plus verification thing. I don't know how to do that, and I don't even want to get into all that. If it's something where I need to worry about people that are minors being in it, contacting people that are adults, it's like I'd rather not do it at all and not worry about that, if that makes sense. But yeah, let's see. Let's move on.
Stop yourself from ever trying to be friends with Nova?
No, I'd probably do it all the same way. Just because I think the experience, well, maybe I'm projecting a little bit, but I think that an experience of having like an adult, legitimate, like healthy friend is important. Like, because now for everything else he does in the future, like he won't have the excuse of like, oh, I had no one to help me.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, you did, dude. Like you had me. I was there for almost a year. Like trying to give you advice whenever you needed it or would ask for it. Like trying to help you with like random little shit, like taking you to the store,
Not the Thurber.
like helping you with your lawn twice, like taking him out on little excursions just to make sure he gets out of the house. I think we went to the arcade like 4 or 5 times. So yeah, I'd do it all again.
Mom's still on this side of the earth. What do you mean? Like Nova's as big as the earth, and which side of him is she on? Nah, she's alive. I know that much. She's disabled though, so I don't know how disabled she is though.
Like otherwise, he would just be able to say like, "Oh, I've never had someone to like help me or guide me."
Mm-hmm.
We gotta pause, fellas. Hold up, JC Blair. I gotta leave. I got stuff to do, but I'm glad I got to support you, Uncle Drew, and I'm glad you're back. Have a good stream. Thank you so much, JC Blair. Thank you for all the money, and if you're still here, dude, I appreciate it. You're the biggest tipper I've ever had in my streaming career of 3 live streams, maybe 4. So I appreciate you dearly. Thank you, my fella.
Which is just a lie.
That is true. And
oh, okay, you're bringing this up, Arabian Baby. I thought she was in the ER right now. I believe it was confirmed, or not like 100%. But there was messages that came out in the Telegram where it was someone that was typing just like Nova, saying that she was in the ER. So I don't really know what's going on. I don't know why. I don't know anything. But yeah, I believe she is possibly in the ER right now.
You know, he does use that excuse still, from what I've seen. Well, he uses a plethora of them. But that is interesting. I never even really thought of that. Well, thank you, Spooky Cake, by the way, for the 5. And what, like, when you first interacted with him, what was your like impression seeing Nova online in the flesh, in the rotten flesh?
It actually surprised me a little bit, just because he's a very bubbly person online. Like he's always, and not even just online. Like when I would take him to the arcade a few times, it was like it's very interesting how his mind operates. Like I met him the first time, he wouldn't even look at me. Like he wouldn't even look me in the eyes, and I was like helping him with his lawn. And I'm not like a passive person. I address stuff like that. So within like the first 5 minutes, I was like, why aren't you making eye contact with me? Like, why are you looking at the ground? And he told me like, oh, I'm really nervous. I don't like hang out with people that much. And I was like, oh, okay. But then like,
I just imagine Nova has like his fingers touching together, looking on the ground. He's like, you know what I mean? According to the screenshots from the Telegram, she was in the ER at least a couple of days ago. Haven't heard anything about it since. Yeah, that's about on the level I am. What if Nova had multiple organ failure and it's only a matter of time? We're waiting for it. I'd rather him go to prison though.
Later, we go to like the arcade like a couple weeks later, and I'm having to tell him to like stop screaming because he got like the bonus on the coin machine or something. But it's like
he made a video. He made a TikTok on that.
Super nervous, but also like totally unaware of how he's projecting his presence. I mean, and that extends to his hygiene, obviously. Like, I don't know how many of the people watching now, like heard the phone call from the stream a while ago, but like his hygiene was like a consistent problem, and so it's just very strange to me where you're like this person who
was scared to look somebody in the eyes, but
you're comfortable with like having a scent that is, you know, smellable from like 5 feet away. It's like really strange.
Was it really that bad?
I got to be drunk to do the Joker
I'm a big
laugh.
honesty guy. I don't like
The Sans laugh. That's what it is.
Because I think it takes away from like, you know, people who are actually just trying to understand, you know, something or someone. So I'm not exaggerating when I say you can smell him from like 5 feet away.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, we got to talk about this. You can smell him from 5 feet away. Who in the world can you smell from that far away? It's like, I remember, I got to tell you all a story, okay? When I used to work at a place called Walmart. It was my first ever job, believe it or not. And there was this group of people. They were some strange people. And basically, there was a group of probably 6 people, I believe. They all 6 of them were people that had changed their name from their original name they were given by their birth parents to something that they just picked. An example would be like Ash was one of them. God, they were all like just stupid fucking names, you know, like Zim or Zip or like just stupid shit, right? And these people, we called them the Power Rangers because they all had dyed hair that was a different color. It got to the point where we weren't allowed to call them the Power Rangers anymore. But basically, they smelled so bad. It probably was the 5 feet away smelling bad thing. They would leave a stink trail. Okay, if they were walking out of like the back of Walmart, you know what I mean? And then 5 minutes later, you walked the same path that they walked, you would still be able to smell them. If stink had a color to it, it would be like a smoke screen behind them. That's exactly what that shit is. I never in my life met anybody, any group of people that was like that, but I guarantee their house is the same of Nova's. The same as Nova's where you can smell it from the outside. I had a kid like that in high school named Shadow. Yeah, dude, that's the type of shit I'm talking about. Like those people. And that was during COVID time. We were wearing masks and shit, dude, and you could still smell them that bad. Oh my god. Okay, I got to continue on the video here.
This is a bit of a scary question.
And I'm also gonna say that like I'm not saying this because like, oh fuck this guy. I'm saying it because like this was something I talked to him about for months. Like if it was something that he fixed, I'd probably be giving him praise right now. Where like oh this was like a big problem before, but we made it through.
Just giving him
no,
props.
he I'm saying, hey dude, you're inconveniencing like yourself, everyone around you in public, and you're doing literally nothing about it, even though like me and like my other few friends who hung out with him a few times are all saying like, dude, this is not good. Like this isn't healthy. It's disgusting. Yeah.
I see. And
so that was my first impression. Just like interested how like he can be so loud and maybe obnoxious is a unkind word to use, but I think it's also correct.
Obnoxious is
like,
unkind.
Shy,
he is obnoxious.
With real humans.
I don't think that's that unkind.
What did he like smell like? If that's something.
What do you smell like?
So it's like.
Okay, I'm going to describe how the Power Rangers smelled like, and then we're going to see if it's anything like his description of Nova. I already know it's not, but these people, I know that they had a shit ton of cats. They were like crazy cat lady people, right? But they smelled, it was like a breathtaking type of smell. Like it was to the point where we worked at Walmart. We were kids, right? So people would take like the air freshener, like Febreze, off of the shelf, and you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to open it. You can just press the trigger and it sprays. People would follow them down like the aisles. They would we did stocking, so it would be like they would all 4 or all 5 of them at the same time would do like one pallet worth of food or whatever it may be. So they're taking up the whole aisle. It was to the point where customers would not go down that aisle. They would be like, "Oh my god," or like they'd be like covering their fucking like nose with their shirt and shit, walking down that aisle. We would go down the aisle spraying Febreze above our head and just spraying it all the way down the aisle, not saying a thing as we walk past them. It was that bad. And it might be rude, but dude, it is a breathtaking smell. Breathtaking. How you're even getting hired at that point, I don't know, because okay, here's another thing. The office was a tiny little room. It was like smaller than my bedroom, like half the size of my bedroom. I know that doesn't give you any reference, but half the size of a normal sized bedroom. Okay, a tiny little office with like 2 computers and 2 desks in it. Okay, and anytime they got in trouble, specifically for the smell stuff as well, they would get called in there. All 5 or 6 of them would get called in there. How did the managers even stand the smell just to have them in there for that long? I don't know, but it was Walmart. That's all you got to say. It's terrible, but I don't know how they even like, because I swear just walking past the person, you would like gag. You would literally, it would take your breath away. So I don't know. Enough about them. Let's move on.
It's not exactly cat pee, but it's like half cat pee, half ammonia, but like both of them cranked up, so it doesn't really smell like either. It's like its own thing, kind of.
Wow,
he's got his own little smell.
And when you guys went out in public, has anyone ever commented on it, or maybe like shown a reaction, like walking past?
No. Oh yeah. So there was one time I can't
Oh
I don't
my
know for sure if
god.
that's what they're reacting from, but I was certain enough to make a comment to another person we were with. But there
Markiplier
was one
laugh.
time we were at
Something
an
like that,
arcade
yeah.
and we were walking by someone and someone said, "Do you smell that?" So I'm pretty sure other people had noticed,
That's
but
how it
I can't be
was.
certain that they were
That's how
talking
that
about
shit
him. But I
is.
also don't know what else would
Mm-hmm.
elicited that response. So I'm like 99% sure
Yeah,
people are smelling him.
you know, I would, I'd make that bet. And as for your friendship, if you could describe it in a nutshell, what would you say?
So yeah, it was basically, I don't know. I mean, if we look at the text later, you guys will all get a pretty good idea. But
Okay, listen, I've been pausing this too often. Rainy night, rainy nightshade. Nova doesn't do shower reviews anymore. He posts videos of him using his mom's wand and fake food reviews now. Um, was it his mom's? Do you guys really think it was his mom's? That would make things so terrible. I wish and hope that he bought it off like TikTok Shop or like something with his Cameo money or something. If it was his mom's, I'd squeeze my wrist right now, dude. I mom's wand. The South Park video is what we're referring to. If you don't know, I can't get into any more detail. I refuse. But I don't know. Let's keep going.
it was mostly me just trying to like help him out, be someone for him to talk to who's not going to be like gaslighting him or like intentionally manipulating him to make poor choices. Like really just someone who's going to give him to it straight, like actual adult advice, and someone who will help him with stuff. But and you know he showed genuine kindness towards me, and there's a lot of moments where maybe not a lot. There was a few moments where he would remember like some stuff I was going through or some big things on my plate, and he would you know like a day before or a day after be like, "Hey, how did this go?" So he seemed to have a genuine desire to be kind towards me, but at the same time there'd be like weeks where he just like would not talk to me, or like weeks where he would ignore my messages. And then you know a trend of his is just like to not even address things like that. Like
Someone in Bloodspeth's comments said Nova's eggplant looks infected. I don't even want to think about it being infected. How would it get infected? He lives alone. Is it just not showering enough? I know he's not come in contact with anything with an infection other than maybe his hand. Oh, Lord.
didn't talk for 3 weeks, ignored me for 3 weeks. Like here's a TikTok I saw.
And how did that make you feel?
I mean, it didn't really make. I mean, it's a little frustrating, I guess, but also like I'm not like I understand who this guy is. Like
He's
these
beating
are
it as
all
much as
things
Chance
I
beats his.
expected. So
I
it's like
that's got to
I'm not.
be a
Again, it's
that's
like
competition
if a
at that point.
steals your wallet, are you going to be like, why would the toddler do this? It's just like, oh, that's a toddler. It's just doing stuff. Like whatever.
Okay, we're coming to an understanding. Maybe that's how Nova's mom ended up in the ER because she found out it was her personal one. She had a heart attack because of it. That's probably it. That was probably it.
So it's like I wasn't personally hurt by it. I didn't really see it as that big of a slight. It was just like another thing to account for in a relationship, I guess.
So you think basically he's just so mentally not there that you should expect the kind of behavior he has?
So I think people should determine that on an individual level because, like I said, I'm kind of torn on how much of it is like ignorance and how much of it is just an intentional feigning of ignorance to like get away with a lot of stuff, especially with all the stuff that have came out the last few weeks. It's like you can't even explain it through the framework he presents. Like it doesn't make sense. So, I mean, the longer stuff goes on, the more it seems like he's just intentionally omitting truths and manipulating people to be perceived the way he wants.
And when all that stuff came out, with the Discord servers, I think I was the one who broke the news to you. What was your kind of reaction to that?
I legit could not believe it.
Okay, so I was wrong. In my video, I said that I thought that his former friend watched a Major Chilla video because he had brought that up. But it seems like Bloodspeth was actually the one that told him about the Discord server and everything else. So I may be spreading some misinformation on accident in my video. That wasn't intentional. I apologize for that one, fellas. Shout out my new video. But real quick, check out my new video. Nova Online gets confronted by former friend and leaked phone call. Yeah, back to the show.
Because again, like another thing, I'm like not okay, obviously, with like children being harmed, or
men having yeast infections is wild. It's like 10 times harder to get a yeast infection as a man, isn't it? It maybe even more. I might be wrong, but that's what I heard, because like the length. I don't want to get into it any more than that. Nova don't got much to work with, so maybe that's why he's so susceptible.
People harming themselves by like perpetuating like bad habits, such as like looking at the stuff that was being posted in those servers. So within like the first couple of weeks, like once it was apparent that like me and Gabriel were probably going to have like somewhat of a long-term friendship, I'm asked
I'm gonna
him
go
about
get
all
another
the binky
drink
stuff and the age regression stuff, because it needed to be addressed, and he was very adamant immediately about how he looked down on that behavior, how it was like just something for him to connect with other people, just like like I'm sure there are people who are furries just because they know like they'll just be accepted unanimously by the furry community if they adopt that personality. So that's kind of how he explained that. He said he doesn't think it was healthy. He looks down on that. He like understands how it could be harmful to minors, and how like he would never do that again. So when you showed me all that stuff, it was just like, what, like either this guy's like a complete idiot or he's just a liar. Like there's really no other way to look at it. So it was a little jarring. Again, it wasn't super, like, I'm aware that this was always a potential outcome, but it was definitely not good. I did not feel good about that.
The stains on the mirror. Hold up, do we need to go back a little bit? Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, I mean,
camel's back.
As I say in the phone call,
I'm not
like
gonna
at
fuck
the
it
end,
up. I'm gonna
like,
fuck it up if I
even
try to go back.
I was somehow could justify that behavior to remain friends with him, like.
Oh hell yeah, Uncle Drew! Welcome back, Drew. I suppose you're talking about me coming back to YouTube rather than me coming back from my beer run. I appreciate you, fella. Thank you for all the support. If you were one that supported me, if not, thank you for waiting for me, dude. Jeremiah Thompson, what's up? What's up, fella? We're covering the Bloodspeth interview with the former friend. Rubbish Bin, sup, dude? What's going on, brother? Gemini, hello everybody. Hello everyone. What's going on? I'm not a doctor, so that was my opinion. No problem, dude. Everyone's got opinions. That's what the Novine universe is about, is opinions. Wish I had a beer. Rashid of the Brotherhood Fold. I wish you had one too, brother. I'm sorry that you don't.
I can't justify like associating
I think
with
it's
him. Like
King Cobra's favorite.
Like associated in any form with a person who has like all this legitimate evidence out about them. Like even if I could or wanted to be friends, so it really was like the decision was made for me.
Okay. Rubbish Bin, new member, Rubbish Bin. Okay, I'm gonna say thank you, Rubbish Bin, for becoming a member. I will say though, right now at this very moment, there is not much, or if anything, that you get from becoming a member. So I'm gonna fix that. Probably tomorrow morning, I'm going to go through and I'm gonna set up everything. So yeah, I'm gonna set up everything. You're gonna have at least like emojis or like the stickers or whatever you can use, things like that. Yeah. Okay, wait, we got some more. 13 months sober, have one for me, dude. I appreciate it. I don't even want to talk about it now that that's in the chat, but no offense or nothing. Just in case it hurts, you know what I mean. I hear you how that could hurt you, but 13 months sober, dude. I'm proud of you, brother. I don't know you. I just met you, but I'm proud of you, dude. You're doing good. 13 months is better than ever, dude. I appreciate you, man, and thank you for everything. You're doing good. I'm proud of you, brother. The Bovine Universe. Is this the original Bovine Universe? Better name, Bovine Universe, or Novine Universe? Bovine's definitely better. I am sorry to any cows, ox. What are all the animals that are? Hold on, I gotta look it up real quick. What are all the animals that are? What is considered bovine? Yeah, what kind of animals? Okay, cows, bulls, heifers, bison, or buffalo. I am sorry to all of you for for referring to Nova Online as Bovine Universe. Sorry to all of the cows, the ox, the buffaloes, the heifers, everything else, all the cattle in the world. I do apologize. Thank you for the 2, is that pounds? The way I think about it is that that sign almost looks like an E to me, but I know that the E does not mean E. It means, is it pounds? I'm pretty sure it's pounds. Thank you, fellas. I appreciate it. Who else? Oh, Greasy Middle Fingers here. What's up, Greasy? What's going on? Moo. Yeah, dude, the bovine universe in the house. Uh, all right, well, let's get on with it.
Be a part of his life anymore.
No, I get that. And must have been a lot for you. Do you
What's
think
going
he
on,
like
Greasy?
cared at all?
Okay, hold on. I was saying this earlier. I am envious of people such as, I mean, mainly like, I guess, antimatter Morty and shit. People doing videos literally every single day. But Greasy Middle Finger, you do videos all the time. You do live streams all the time. I am envious of you. I don't know if I need to make more time or if I just need to quit my damn job and full-time Nova Online content. But either way, I I certainly do. I'm envious for you for making so much content and doing as good as you're doing. You're doing really good, and I don't know. You're doing good.
About what?
About you cutting off ties after all the Discord drama.
So that again, it brings up the same like question for me. It's like, because he posted that edgy like self-harm post, and then what,
right
like within
after
12 hours it was like soda reviews or something. I don't feel like that's something a normal human could do. I don't think a normal human can go from like, oh, I'm gonna end it all, to like, what does this soda taste like? So again, I think it's either he's hardcore attempting to manipulate a large group of people, or his brain just functions like that. And I think that's just for every individual to decide, assuming you can even make a decision. Things like that, I just don't even think about, just because like I'm never gonna know.
No, I get that.
Nova is
Do you
top
think
5
he
human
has
beings.
some kind of more underlying
Something like that.
mental conditions? Because he does have autism from what he says. Maybe like
Hats off. I'll be going live tomorrow for the first time. Hard to explain, but it makes content easier. Rubbish Bin, I hope your live goes well tomorrow. If I can, I'll try to catch it, but I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, to be honest. Anyway, yeah, what else? Hey, thanks. I enjoy your content too. Thank you, Rishi. I appreciate that. You're a friend of the channel, that's for sure. 100 views for a live stream is good. Yeah, dude, I got about 300 on the original Nova Files video. I didn't think I'd ever get that many, but shit, you know, Nova's build is attainable natty. I if eating nothing but fast food is natural, then maybe. Nova built like Lego piece 49308. Hold on. 49308 Lego piece. Okay, we're about to see which one that is. Bro, it's just a circle. It's just a circle. It's nothing special. Okay, I'm sorry. It's not even worth showing, but yeah. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Sorry, fellas.
bipolar disorder, just because how drastically his mood swings around.
Nova is literally shaped like Michelin Man. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not a
Guess who's
psychologist,
back?
I'm not a
JC
doctor,
Blair, you
but
were quick, dude. You got all
I
your
don't know.
shit. You're
It's
speed
hard
running.
to tell. Like,
how long have you been gone? Not very long. What's up, JC Blair? Thank you for all the. Okay, JC Blair, since you're back, I'm sorry for everyone else watching the channel. JC Blair said that I am one of their favorite lolcow content creators. Could you say why? And it do not attach money to it. Please just say it in the comments and I will read it off. Why am I your favorite? What about my content makes it your favorite? I would like to understand that, because that might make me understand what I do good and what I do bad and all that stuff. So driving home and wanted something to listen to. Okay, if you're driving, don't comment, but don't be typing if you're driving. Please pay attention to the road. Anyway, let's get on with it. If you answer, you answer. I'll read it if you do.
What if he wasn't autistic? Like, what if, I could probably see someone who's not autistic, like, leading the same life if they, just sat at home for, the first 3 years of their adulthood after already having like a not super productive, like, public school experience. So it's like, if you have someone who, they're not even engaging in like media that's helping them, like, like I don't know how many times I talked to Nova. I'm like,
Okay, guys, I'm getting a lot of reasons that people like me. Uncle Drew, the name is a good part. I always liked the name. If you guys don't know, the original Uncle Drew, the OG, the actual Nova's uncle, he didn't pass away before the channel. He was still alive when I made the channel, and he was in the hospital, and I was hoping he would get out, but unfortunately, I think he passed away in the hospital. Anyway, that I don't know where I was going with that. This channel is keeping Uncle Drew's name alive and keeping people aware of Novine Universe and how terrible he is. But say Arabian Baby, you're just a super chill, down to earth guy. You don't have to force humor. I usually don't try to force anything really. I try to be as chill as possible, literally as chill as possible. Like if things are stressing me out, I back away. That might be part of the reason I was taking a break earlier. I don't like having stress. If I can be stress free, then I will. You know what I mean? So yeah, um, Uncle Drew could not be Nova's uncle. His father could be another person. Your uncle's your uncle. It's like whoever your father might not be your blood father, but it's whoever you think of as your dad. You know what I mean? So Uncle Drew, even if it wasn't blood related, it was still his uncle. You know what I mean?
And I always made it a point to minimize the amount of advice I would give him on like TikTok or his YouTube streams, just because like I wanted it to be very clear that that was not why I was interacting with him. But I don't know how many times I told him like, hey man, like you doing like a 18-minute Fortnite stream, like
Rest in peace,
is
Uncle
not
Drew.
conducive to like
R.I.P.
anything good.
Pouring
Like,
one out for the homie.
who's logging in to watch you play Fortnite for 18 minutes? Like, why are you only playing for 18 minutes? Like, is that literally all you can handle before like you get bored? Like, that's not good. So it's just like, I don't know, maybe this is just the outcome of what happens when you just like sit at home and don't even like absorb media. Like the lowest, like being on TikTok all day is like not good for you, but I think it's probably better than what he does on an average day.
And what was his reaction?
You've watched this interview like 11 times. I probably have too, dude. I mean, you miss everything. You miss one sentence, and it's like a can of worms that opened. You know what I mean? 8 p.m. where you're at, 1 a.m., 5 p.m. Yeah, it's a. I'm not gonna dox myself. Anyway, yeah, dude. What's good, Drew? Corny Hulk, Corny Hulk. Interesting name, dude. FN, like pulled FN. Anyway, what's going on, fellas? Midnight right now. Shit, Rashid and the brother. Oh, it's midnight, man.
To that specifically, just playing games for a few minutes, because usually from what I've seen, he just gets tired of the hate comments. Is that what he told
Hope
you?
the hip abductor clip doesn't come up. I think.
But I mean,
I don't think
again,
it's gonna come up.
My response to that would always be like, let them hate. Like, who cares? Like, they're watching you.
Oh,
like, no matter what they say, like they're tuned in. Like, look, get over it.
My girl gets home soon. She gonna make me some
followers,
fried chicken,
like,
man.
You like. And again, I iterated so many times,
man.
like how lucky he is to like be born into a person who, like, for whatever reason, is like extremely captivating to a large group of people. Like how well he could monetize that. Like he could save his mom and himself today if he just started like making smart like business and financial decisions. He just doesn't actually care.
I know you tell him all the time what he can do and the path forward for a decent life for him. And
I had sloppy joes for supper. I am not a big fan of sloppy joe. One time when I was a little kid, I ate it and I threw the fuck up. I was in a bunk bed at the top, dude, and I like threw up off the side of it, and I'll never eat that shit again. Okay, Greasy Millfinger said something. What did it say? I enjoy that you sound like you're just a normal, chill dude that isn't trying hard to sound cool or trying to prove to be anything you aren't. Your videos sound like you're just chilling with bro. Yeah, and okay, it's funny you say that because ever since the beginning, that's kind of how I wanted things to go, and I see it similarly in your content as well, Greasy, because like I might be wrong about this, but your shit isn't like scripted. It's not like you're reading off a script. You're like this happened and then this happened. You're just talking over it, and that's what I like to do. That's what I originally was doing, and I mean that's what I enjoy doing. I don't like making a script. Maybe if I made like a specific type of video, I would script it out, but for most of my content, I just like talking over it, giving you guys my opinion, and that's I feel like that's the charm of my stuff. It's not like a Kiwi Tapes video or something where you almost know what he's going to say is going to be like serious and like, you know what I mean? Even if he has humor into it, it's his humor that is like scripted humor, and that's different than what mine is. I'll be like laughing at myself, and I think that's part of my content that people might enjoy a little bit. So yeah.
His mom. What does he say in response to that? What excuses does he give?
So usually his excuses would be given in the frame of like, it's not that it's an excuse, it's just that I haven't taken the action yet, but the action is going to be taken. Like that is usually how he was framed it. So it's like, yeah, I'm like eating unhealthy now, but like all I need to do is start dieting. Or like, yeah, like I'm not very strong now and my like I can't really move properly some days, but like I'll be working out in the future. Or like
Okay. Can we talk
his
about
driving,
this?
like
I can't move properly some days. What? Okay, I gotta pause again. Rashid of the Brotherly Fold said, "Just a chill guy." I am honored. I'm honored. Anyway, okay. You're a comment channel, not an archive channel. Yeah, yeah. Basically, you come from me talking about shit, and maybe possibly whatever Nova did this week. Not every single detail about it, because chances are I'm getting shit wrong. I'm just telling you my opinions, what I think, and sorry if I do get things wrong. You know what I mean? It's not my fault. Sometimes I'm just dumb, but that's okay. Everyone's dumb sometimes. Ignorant is a good word to say it, and ignorant isn't a bad thing, even though it's used as an insult sometimes. Ignorant just means you don't know things that you could know, basically. So, anyway, what am I talking about? Nova couldn't pick up a mini watermelon. It was too heavy. How much does a mini watermelon fucking weigh? Like a pound, 2 pounds? Nova, he probably can't even hold up that microphone in his hand. Oh, this is the video where he does the German song. I couldn't play that for more than 2 seconds.
he doesn't have a license.
Linda is reading. Going to sleep soon. It's 1 a.m. here. I appreciate you for being here so long. You were like, were you the very first person in the entire chat? That's like that's pretty cool. You're number one. You've been here the whole time. I appreciate that, dude.
Since that was something I would hit on a lot, just because like you can't really be a functioning adult in this area without a driver's license, and especially with him always talking about like wanting to DoorDash for an income. So it's like,
yeah, Linda is reading. If you were the first person, if I could give you a fucking if I could give you a membership right now or something, I would. I don't think that's a thing, but yeah, I definitely would right now. You deserve it, brother.
Why aren't you taking your driver's test? Like you could get a permit like same day. Like what's going on? And his response would always be like, "Oh yeah, I just need to study." And it's like, how many months are you going to give that excuse? Like, just at what point do you just accept that there's something else happening and you just don't want to do it? So that was usually where the conversations would end. He would like make some excuse while like giving himself the satisfaction by believing like, oh, I will actually do this. And then like he'd forget about it. Or maybe he wouldn't forget and he just didn't care.
You can gift memberships. I don't know if I specifically can. Maybe from a different account. I don't know that I actually can give like. Can you give 10 free ones a month? What? Hold up. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this. Linda, you're getting a membership if I can give you 10. If I can give 10 free ones a month, I'm gonna figure out how to do it. I am gonna figure out how to do it. Don't you worry. Maybe ask Swampy D or McGrubba. About what? I'm confused. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know how. the criteria or how to though. I'm gonna look into it. You're getting what you deserve, fellas. All right, let's move on.
Has he ever taken genuine steps towards what you're kind of talking about? And I don't mean like recording himself showering for
Oh,
a
you can't
TikTok
choose
series
who
for
gets
like 2
one.
weeks,
Anyway, I'll
or
still give him out if
doing
I
a
can
house
figure out how
cleaning
to.
saga where he throws away a few things of trash. Has he ever like genuinely made that step forward to better himself or
I'm gonna look into it,
his life
fellas.
at all?
I will.
I mean, I would argue the shower stuff was a big step.
Can I gift
And I
memberships?
think many.
I don't want to answer that question because you're probably going to. I don't want you to spend any more money. Yeah, I believe there is a way you can gift memberships. I don't know if you have to do it through a phone or a PC or what. But you can gift memberships. You can buy like 5 or 10 at a time, and it like gives them to random viewers. But I don't think you can choose specific people. The criteria on YouTube gives you / provides you the 10 monthly. I don't know if there's like a certain amount of memberships needed or anything like that. There may be. That would make sense. I'm gonna make it more worth members to be, involved in the channel. The way I think about the channel is like it's a part-time job. I have my full-time job, what I think of as my career, the thing that gives me a roof over my head, and then I have the part-time job of keeping up with Nova online, making videos. You know what I mean? So not that I think of it as a job for like money or anything, just like the amount of time it takes. Yo, okay, hold up. JC Blair gifted 20 memberships, dude. That's almost a quarter of the chat, dude. That is a quarter of the chat. There's 80 people in here right now. We got the goats all in chat. Get Bovine Universe got a membership. Wasteland got a membership. Rashid of the Brotherly Fools got a membership. Bovine Universe. Oh my god. Hell yeah, dude. JC, thank you for everything, dude. You're spending too much money. Where are you getting all this money from, dude? You're a big baller. I don't even know. Like the rap song, you ever heard of Fat Nick? Where he got all the money. He's like, you won't catch me in a Honda. Got a fucking Range Rover or something. Fucking JC Blair be pimping the Range Rover, dude. Anyway, thank you so much, dude. You're spending too much money. Where are you getting all the money from? You're a goat. JC is the GOAT. JC is the GOAT, man. Dude, what's going on? DJ Froop, DJ Froop, 20 memberships. Oh my goodness. You got literally half of the chat right now has them. I have some Nova emotes. Can give you them. You got X. I don't, but I'll make one. I will make one. Bovine Universe, I appreciate you. Sorry, I didn't mean to go over. Sorry, what am I doing? DJ Foop, thank you for the 20 memberships. This is crazy. Everyone's being so nice tonight. Uh, I can't even imagine. Everyone's a goat. All the people in chat are a goat. All live got membership now. Literally, dude, what's going on? Thank you, fella. JC Blair with another 20. 3/4 of the chat has a membership now. Everyone's a member. What am I gonna do? Oh Lord, I'm losing it. JC Blair, you gotta stop, man. You gotta stop. What is going on? Did Linda get a membership yet? I hope so. Fuck. I don't know if she's still here or not. Assuming that Linda is a girl. Oh my god, and there's more. There's so much more. I hope Linda got a chat. I'm cracking this beer till this is lit. Thank you, JC. How sweet. Thank you, JC. JC is the GOAT, dude. The comments are coming in too quickly. Rubbish bin with the 5. Okay, that is over 3/4 of the current chat that we have right now has memberships. Okay. This is crazy. Crazy shit. I can't even oh my god. I don't know what to say, fellas. Thank you. Thank you. That's all I gotta say. If Nova here, he leaving, he gonna get found out soon. I want Nova to be here. At the same time, I don't, because I want to call Chomova to his face, or to I want it to play through the speakers and him hear me say it directly. But I also don't want him anywhere near me. Ayo, also make fan art if you want custom emotes. Oh shit, dude. Okay, dude. I'm gonna I'm gonna keep you in my mind. That would be awesome, actually. I know, right? Are you recording this, Unc? Technically, I think StreamYard actually records the shit, and I can like download it afterwards. I don't. I'm so like inexperienced with the live stream shit that I really don't know what's going on too much of the way. But I love seeing all the green tags. Yeah, me too, dude. Yeah, I think I am gonna post this to my channel though, or like leave it up on the channel at least, so people can see this. But thank you to everybody that's everyone commenting, everybody gifting, everybody donating, everything. Thank you for everything. Anybody here, thank you guys. You're all goats. Okay, it's been a while since I've actually played the video, so let's play the video for a second.
People would agree. I think going from, you know, being visibly dirty in like every video to like showering most like for almost a week straight, like that is a large step relatively. But besides that, that when during the summer when I was like helping him with his lawn, he showed like a small amount of
Oh
motivation
my
to like
god,
do
you
things
gotta
on his own.
stop, dude. What am I even supposed to say at this point? JC, what am I supposed to say? What do you want me to say, dude? I'll say anything you want me to say, dude. What is going on? That's the entire chat. There can't be anybody else in the chat that doesn't have like it. You're very unlucky if you don't have a membership at this point, dude. What is going on? Nova stream to 100 people and 0 likes. You go 65 sub. I don't know what that means exactly. I've had a couple of drinks. Drew cleaning up tonight. Good lord, dude. What is going on tonight, dude? This is insane. This is insane. Yeah, you might have the gifted memberships turned off. That's a thing too. I remember you can have them turned on and off, but I think by default it's off. So yeah, that might be the case, dude. If any more gets gifted, it's gonna have to give them to the people, just like new viewers. The second you join the chat, you're gonna jump into it. Oh, I missed some 1 second. No, stop, JC Blair. You gotta stop. At least, what am I gonna do? Good lord, turn membership on. Everybody that don't get gift, they in queue. Yeah, something like that. Turn on gifted memberships in your settings, y'all. Can be tricky to find. Yeah, go to your settings. There's a it's like a slider or something. You just click on it and it turns it on. So, oh, there it is. JC Blair gifted the 10 Uncle Drew memberships. JC Blair, how do you feel being the top gifter, top tipper, top dog of the entire Uncle Drew chat? How does it feel? How does it feel? I want to know. Anyway, what should we do? JC got that crypto money. I hear. Oh, there used to be one I was into. It's not one of the normal ones. It's like god damn, I can't think of it now. That's insane. You can get gifted if you're not in chat too. Happens to me all the time. Yeah, dude, if you're just a random viewer, like you might be getting gifted shit. I think I got gifted a membership to Greasy Middle Finger and I wasn't even in the chat. So JC must be a millionaire. It seems that way, dude. Nova coin, Nova coin, Nova coin to the moon, fellas. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna let the video play. I'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Like I remember suggesting like, hey man, these weeds are so long. Like I don't even think you can get them with a mower. Like I said, like if I were you, I'd probably just buy a scythe just because it'd probably be less total effort to just like cut it all down first. And he did do that. He did buy a scythe.
He bought a scythe.
He bought a scythe. He did do that. But besides that, like, and again, if we show the text, you'll see like I comment on his inability or his lack of desire to like fix, you know, any of these issues by himself. So I guess in a small way, the answer is yes, but for the majority of our interactions, no, he didn't really. And again, in the phone call, I call him out. I say like, dude, you're in a worse spot now than you were when I met you. And like to hear that coming from a person whose like whole point of starting the relationship was to like have the opposite happen. Like it's not, I don't see it as very good.
I get that. I do. And back to that shower stuff. If I'm not mistaken, you were kind of the one who encouraged it or gave him that idea. If you want to tell us more about that.
So I had been hounding him on his hygiene for like.
All right, I'm back, fellas.
I mean, basically our whole relationship, but I was really hounding on it for like a couple of weeks prior to that, the shower saga starting. And that was due to the fact that we started like, I think it was just we hung out with him like.
What was that?
Like 2 or 3 times
Was that
within
the
like a month,
microphone?
which was
There
like
was
the
weird
most dense,
noises.
like amount of little outings we had. And we had to start telling him like, dude, we're not going to let you in our cars anymore if you like aren't washing your clothes and you aren't.
The mental image of Nova using a scythe to cut his grass. Yeah, I can't imagine that, dude. And also, what is this? Is this the ice bucket challenge on screen right here? Nova wearing his Fortnite shirt. He says he's like, I'm embarrassed to be wearing the Fortnite shirt, but you know he bought this like 6 months before he said he was embarrassed to be wearing it. Like he loves Fortnite. Anyway, to enable, okay, I'm gonna put this on screen. To enable receiving gifted memberships on YouTube, navigate to the live stream or premiere. Click the $sign in the chat. Select membership and toggle allow gifts via the 3-dot menu. Yeah, thank you, Wasteland, for putting that up in chat. I'm gonna leave that on screen for just a little bit, just because of so many gifteds coming in and everything else. Thank you, everybody who gifted, especially JC Blair. You're the goat of the chat, dude. I don't even know what to say, dude. Thank you. Sonova appears to be a chum and likes peeing on children. I don't know what it. The fact that he stunk that bad, he did stink that bad. I'd be embarrassed too with my folds like that exposed. I mean, look at the size of his like arms. That's what I'm talking about. Is the size of his like arms and shit is just insane to me because it's not. It's like water weight or something. I don't know how the fuck you get that big around.
Like we can tell when you don't. Like we can tell instantly.
Follow South Park to be
so
here, guys.
That is what kind of made me want to start hounding on him more. And but what really changed, there was one day where I think he posted something where he was just like really gross. Like it was I think it was like hair was standing up in the back real bad, or I can't recall exactly.
JC Blair, what do I say? What do I do? What do I say? I'm about to jump up and down. I'm about to do 20 jumping jacks like Daniel Larson for you. Literally. Like, what's going on, JC Blair? That is the entire chat. You've gifted more than there's people in the chat right now. I don't even understand what's going on. Let the man do his stream.
Like
I'm gonna continue, but damn, everyone's
we talked for like an hour, and I was like, I basically just said like, dude, everyone in the comments of this video is saying like you're gross, like you're greasy, like your house is a mess. More people should be a member. Can you say any of those comments are even wrong? Like, I understand you read them and you don't like them, but like you need to actually internalize like why are they saying these things, and then like look at yourself and your surroundings, and you'll probably come to the conclusion like, oh, all these people are right. And so that was like an hour-long phone call. He was crying and stuff. And so towards the end of the phone call, I basically said like, dude, literally just tell me what I need to do. And this is almost verbatim. I said, just tell me what I need to do for you to shower today. And I was like, I'll do like
custom emoji for JC Blair. So that's about to the point we're getting to, dude. On God.
Do I need to go like buy you a Bluetooth speaker? Like, is it? I think we have the text for that too, so people will see those maybe. But
oh, I screwed up. No, what? At what point were we at? Oh no! Oh no! Oh, okay. We got to figure out where I was at.
About like basically borderline dying. Like, you know,
where were we at? Like, does anybody know at what point we were at? I fucked up.
Like a major
that was a screw up. Like, what do I do here?
Like, what if like other people found out?
Does anyone know how far into this I was? I remember we seen the Hippobductor clip. There it was. I don't think we've seen that yet. We just saw the Fortnite clip. There it was. Okay, we were about right
calling
here.
Him.
I'm sorry if we're restarting from the beginning a little bit.
He picked up and we talked for like an hour, and I was like, I basically just said like, dude, everyone in the comments of this video is saying like you're gross, like you're greasy, like
Showmano wave everybody.
Like, can you say any of those comments are even wrong? Like, I understand you read them and you don't like them, but like you need to actually internalize like why are they saying these things, and then like look at yourself and your surroundings, and you'll probably come to the conclusion like, oh, all these people are right. And so that was like an hour-long phone call.
JC Blair with another
10
10.
stuff.
Did Nova ever show up? I don't
towards
think
the end of the
so.
phone call, I basically said, like,
okay, I gotta
dude,
pause and talk about this. The greasy middle finger. Did Nova ever show up? I don't think Nova knows about my channel. I have no evidence that Nova knows about the Uncle Drew 02 YouTube channel. If anyone wants to make him aware, I mean, I got a bunch of TikTok accounts where I'll go into his chat and I'll be like, subscribe to Uncle Drew 02 on YouTube, and then he'll ban me from talking. So I don't know exactly, but yeah. Anyway,
really just tell me what I need to
thank
do.
you for the
And
10.
This is almost verbatim.
Thank you for the 10.
Just tell me what I need to do
JC
for
Blair.
you to shower today.
I don't
And
know
I was like, I'll do, like,
what we're gonna do
You
with
tell me
this.
what it is, I'll do it. And so I said, I threw out some ideas. I was like, do I need to go like buy you a Bluetooth speaker? Like, is it? I think actually we have the text for that too, so people
got sent to Pound Town.
But
just
I was like,
about.
I asked them, like, are you not showering because you have like a difficulty standing? Like, do you need like a chair for the shower? Like, what is it? What is the
He
hindrance?
needs a
for you
shower
to
chair
not
at
shower?
21.
And he didn't really answer any of those questions, but once he heard Bluetooth speaker, he got a little excited, and he was like, yeah, I'll shower if you get me a Bluetooth speaker. So
That's insane.
I said,
it's insane.
I said, okay, man, I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna buy you a Bluetooth speaker, and by the time I get to your house, you're gonna be showered, right? And he told me he would be.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to the store. I buy the Bluetooth speaker, and then I also buy a pack of hard Mountain Dews, because if you guys are 21, those are very good, and they're sugar free.
Oh, and the bug bites on his
obviously
arms
Nova
too.
likes Mountain Dew, so. So I was like, oh, and congratulations, we'll like have a Mountain Dew together. But I get to his house, and of course he hadn't showered yet. So I got a little upset, and I was like, the second I leave, dude, you better shower and you better post that video. And I should also say the whole point of—
He knows about you. He knows about me too. Hey, he does know about a lot of people, but I just mean I've never seen him in the comments, or I've never seen him like talking about me, or there's never been like, I feel like it would be an honor to be one of the fuck you Uncle Drew 02 on YouTube or something for like a split second in one of his TikTok videos. I think that would be dope as hell. But yeah, I don't know. I have no evidence that he knows about me. He probably does though.
the shower video, like that, why
He's
it was
probably
an idea,
watching.
I was like,
He probably is.
it kind of forces his hand. I was like, if you are saying you're gonna post a video of you showering every day and then you skip a day, like everybody's gonna know. Like you now have like this
Need a
large
Pound
amount of
Town
accountability.
emote. I'm gonna get the emotes going. I will. I promise.
But obviously it didn't really matter.
Of course. I think it was 2 weeks before.
Okay. R.I.P. Cobes. By the way, I'll be covering Cobes in my channel in the near future. He got me through some dark times. King Cobra is like, I miss him, dude. As much as you can miss a lol cow, he wasn't like, I almost don't even think of him as a lol cow anymore. Like he is someone to laugh at, but he's not. I think you got to be really bad to be a lol cow, and Cobes might have been bad in some ways, but he was, I don't know. I miss him, dude. I miss him.
Before he stopped?
Maybe we'll have to cover him sometime
soon.
Soon.
He started skipping days on like day 5 or 6, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I called him out for that. Like that shit's annoying. Like if you're spending like $120 on like Mountain Dews, and it was funny because when I said I'd give him a Bluetooth speaker, he said, oh yeah, and I could have like a waterproof phone case too. And I said, I don't think you should really be on your phone in the shower. Like I don't think that's gonna help you like mentally if that's what you're doing. And he said, oh no, I'll just use it for taking videos, for the shower videos. And I said, don't do that. Like don't take videos of yourself in the shower for these. That is like completely unnecessary. But I had an extra waterproof phone case anyway, so I just like gave it to him, and sure enough, immediately post a video of him in the shower.
Okay. Wow, dude.
And we have a video of that too, of because my brother, he also—
I'm leaving. I'm about home. JC Blair, thank you, brother. Thank you for everything, dude. If you come back, you don't have to come back, man. It's okay if you got shit to do, but I appreciate you for everything. I can't imagine. I can't imagine that any of this would have happened when I booted up the live stream. But thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
So likes Nova for probably the reason most of the people in the stream like Nova, just to watch and to
laugh at,
find humor at. But so he came with me on that little excursion.
WJC.
So that video I sent you of me and him chugging the Mountain Dew with a Bluetooth speaker, that's taken by him.
Okay, I see. And you said you got him a pack of hard Mountain Dews. Is
Oh yeah.
alcohol something he enjoys often
Okay,
now that
this
he's
part
21?
surprised me.
No, not really. He was very
Oh,
like as he turned 21. I remember asking him if he wanted to do anything for his birthday, and he mentioned going to like some brewery in his area to get like a specific IPA he wanted to try. I think he just liked the name or something. Is that
yeah.
Just keep making vids for me to listen to at work, and we'll be even. I plan on making a video a week at least. That's what I can kind of keep up with without like overdoing it, or like, without sacrificing the quality of the content. And depending on how busy my work week is, that kind of depends how much time I get. But I can say, like, fuck Resident Evil 9. I don't have to play that. I can work on this video for JC Blair. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? So I played enough of that game. I could work on the videos, but I believe the next video is going to be something along the lines of either the South Park video, there's something to do with that, or something to do with what we're watching on screen now. But yeah, something like that, dude. One video a week is more than enough, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm shooting for. That's what I'm hoping for. So that's my thing. So I appreciate everything, Jason Blair. You have a good night or a good day or whatever it is with you. You have a good one, fella.
I would be surprised if Nova actually enjoys IPAs.
He don't
But
enjoy IPAs.
and
There
he
ain't no
did
way.
eventually do that like a day or two later. But
Mhm.
basically every time it got brought up for like the next few months, he was like, I don't know if I want to drink. I don't know if I want to go down that path. I don't know if, I don't want to,
Wow.
decide I like it too much. He was actually
Who
talking
up
about drinking
south in
relatively
May Park
responsibly,
right now?
surprisingly. It never seemed like there was even an ability for it to be.
I'm a gamer. I gave up about 90% of my gamer time to make videos because I love it. That's kind of how I was thinking, but like, also, I don't know. I bought a crib like a year ago, and I gave up most of my gamer time to do everything that associates with that. So I don't know. I mean, I'm living. I think my work schedule is kind of ass for things to make videos. I almost have to wake up really early if I want to like do anything before I go into work. But yeah, Greasy Middle Finger. Are you playing the new Resident Evil game yet? Are you into those, or are they too? Are they scary? I know some people just don't like scary games. I feel like I could be mistaken, but I feel like in a live stream I heard you say that you don't like scary games. I could be wrong. I don't know. Let me know.
A problem.
Wow. That is
Obviously that could change, but for when I knew him.
Wow. I mean, that
Morbid
is a big
curiosity is a bad
surprise to me.
thing.
I remember seeing like empty boxes of like packs of alcohol in his videos. So
He could be lying. That's also like if there's anything that I just said that should be like, remembered, it's that he did lie consistently. And
Gotta get me
and
that
it
new
was mostly
Resident
to
Evil,
save
man.
face. So he could also.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna stop real quick. The new Resident Evil game is insane. You ever played Resident Evil 2? The remake specifically. I've never played the OG, but the remake specifically, there's parts in it where like there's so much to do and so many things that you can do and like go to. There's like fucking, 4 different floors, a million different rooms, and there's something to do in every one of them, and you don't even know where to start. That type of a thing makes gears turn in my brain like nothing else ever would, if that makes any sense. And that's what I love about it. In Resident Evil 8, especially towards the beginning when you're playing as Grace, I'm not going to do any spoilers, but that's what it reminded me of. That's what it reminded me of. I love Resident Evil 4 is my favorite. I hate the dark, so games like Resident Evil 2 is tough. Oh, dude, that's my favorite. Don't play 8 then, or I mean 9. Yeah, Requiem. It's really dark. I have my brightness all the way up and I can barely see type shit. So yeah, that site little for big should be banned. Nobody needs to be wearing that shit. I was gonna pull it up and I was gonna pull it up in the last one, but I don't think I can
oh
show that
yeah,
on
and
YouTube.
we'll get into that, of course. On to, you mentioned going to his house. Is that the first time you like physically met him, when you went to clean his help clean his yard?
No, so when I first met him,
I love
I wasn't trying to be a
Leon.
weirdo, so
Leon's pretty dope.
I
I love his
got
boy
him
band
I got him
haircut,
some gifts too, just because it was
even
also his
at
birthday
49 years old.
coincidentally, like a couple days prior. So I didn't want it to I got him like candy, and I didn't want it to melt in his mailbox because it was like 95 degrees out. So I ended up just like leaving it on his door and knocking, and he opened the door before I was even down the steps. So
Guys,
I
we're
met
only
him
30
then,
minutes in.
basically immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And I just explained like, oh, this was not my intention. I'm just leaving you like a gift and a letter. Like,
and
whatever happened
so that was the first time I met him.
Hold up. Y'all ever play the OG Resident Evil 4 where at the end he's like hitting on the president's daughter and she's supposed to be like 16 or something? That shit just makes me so like laugh. But then you got to think about it. Resident Evil came from Japan, and their rules back then, especially when OG Resident Evil 4 came out, that was like 04 or 05 or something. That like I I I don't know. I think that was okay back in Japan back then. I'm not saying nothing, but that's probably why that was the case. Anyway, 4 is like the best. 4 is good. I could play that shit all day every day.
Was he like thankful? Was he like, what was his reaction?
A little, he seemed more concerned that I don't want to say concerned. He seemed hesitant, and I can understand why. Like, you have a stranger at your door, like giving you things. So I mean, I think that's how most people would act. But
that's fair. That's fair. I'm sorry, were you gonna say something?
No.
Okay. And so that was the first time he met. Was the second time when he went to clean his yard?
Yeah. So I think what we did, I'm either it
I'm
was
not
either two
tapped in
separate
like that
times, and
way.
I'm mixing them up, or I'm pretty sure it was one time. But I helped him with his backyard specifically, and then I took him out to a restaurant he mentioned he liked a lot, like right after. No, I know for certain that's what happened because I remember I like couldn't breathe because of my allergies.
I see. And were you able to go inside?
Yeah, we ate inside.
Okay, Austin Lee, how long are you gonna be keep it up? If I have time to walk and get a beer, I don't know. My girl gets
in
home
his
at
house?
9.
No, I was never allowed in his house. That was made very clear from like
maybe
the start.
about 30,
like,
40 more minutes.
Like very clear.
But
by
sorry,
him.
I don't mean to be talking with the stream playing or with the video playing. 30, 40 minutes supposedly, not supposedly, just about. And then I will continue this stream though. I'm maybe thinking tomorrow because I'm having a lot of fun tonight, guys. Actually, the thing. Let me say something. I was having some problems before, guys, with the whole taking a break thing. I was having problems with motivation, happiness, not just because of anything to do with YouTube or anything. It was totally unrelated to that, but it affected it fully. If that makes any second, any, if that makes any sense, okay. It was totally affecting everything, and basically within the last week or two, I fixed a lot of the problems that were causing me problems, and I have a lot more motivation, a lot more drive to do this shit. I really want to, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna keep this going. I'm gonna be trying to do live streams like every night. Not every night, but like often, a couple a week, dude. That's what I'm trying to do. And I don't know how much details I can get into in the live stream chat just because it's on YouTube, but basically you know what hippies do? Yeah, that's kind of me, and I be smoking. Okay. I can't I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this on YouTube. Anyway, you do it for too long and it replaces your happiness. And then you gotta fix your happiness. You gotta fix your happiness. I had to fix my happiness. And that what comes along with that is lack of motivation, lack of drive to do things, lack of fun even when you're doing things you want to do. And I'm fixing that. I fixed it already and we're back at it, guys. So I'm sorry I'm ranting here. I know y'all want to just watch the video. We on that skunk. No, not anymore. Not right now, at least. I'm off a little break right now, but no, you just gotta regulate. Everything is about regulation, dude. That's your whole world turns on regulation. That's all. And let's see. Uncle Drew, just remember you and other channels like Morty and Blood are an escape for so many people. God bless you. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad that you guys like my content, watch my videos and everything else. Like it means a lot to me. And just I don't know. I don't even know how to say it, dude. I thank you all. Thank you all. That's the best way I can say it. So proud of you on realizing that it's taken over is really hard. Yeah, the realization is probably the hardest part. But then once you get past that and all that, um, being self-aware, knowing the problem, awareness is everything. That's exactly it, dude. Knowing what the problem was, being able to see that, it was like eye-opening. And then just like at this point in time, I'm like full mental clarity right now. Full mental clarity, and cheers from I'm living life. I'm living life. This is your stream to rant to your heart's content. No, I understand, but I don't want y'all to leave just because I'm talking. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's get back. That's enough for me. Let's get back to the Nova video.
And then when I met his mother, I only met her twice.
Third eye open, brother. For real.
And I think the first time was when I was helping him with the yard. She was like going to some appointment or running some errand, so she was like pulling out of the driveway, or maybe she was pulling it. No, yeah, she was leaving. And as she was leaving, I like stopped what I was doing and like walked up to her car and like introduced myself. And Gabriel eventually walked up to me, and she didn't really say like anything to me. She almost like, because I think I just said like, "Hey, my name is whatever. Like, I'm just here to help him with the yard and stuff." And she like looked past me kind of, and then like looked over at Gabriel and said like, "He's not allowed in the house." And I was like, "Whoa, okay." So that was basically the extent of my interaction.
Arabia, baby, you're exactly right, dude.
It was made very clear.
Proud of you, dog. Keep it up. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you so much,
allowed in
brother.
there. I didn't, for the record, I didn't want to go in there. I had zero desire to go.
He didn't want to go in his house. I don't blame him.
I said, like you can smell his house from like halfway up the driveway.
Oh my god,
it's not good.
And what was the smell like?
It's just the same scent as what he has, just like a very strong like
cat piss and
poison ammonia. Yeah, but again, it's not. It doesn't smell exactly like cat piss. It's like its own.
All right, pausing to talk about Nova now. My favorite Nova online feature is this right here. Oh, I wish you could see my mouse. You can actually see my mouse on screen. Okay, this right here, the damn loose wire that's hanging from his shed that has been there for so long. Also, the little bee's nest and the little wasp nest on the corner there too. It's just like I love it. I want him to just like when he throws his hands up, I want him to touch that and get a little shock. He'd probably cry, despite it probably only being like 120 or something. I don't know.
It's strange.
Oh my goodness.
You guys gotta go try it. Don't actually do that.
Please don't. No. Did they
ever backdrop
elaborate on that, or just no explanation? Just don't come in the house.
I never even bothered asking, just because it's like it seems very obvious what it was. Like, they have trash everywhere. They have pets that I have never seen, but I mean, I heard the dog a few times, but I like. You think like they have a cat, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken.
They have a cat that's living in there?
Yeah, it's like they're...
Okay. How much you want to bet that cat is like probably died months ago and they don't even know? They're like, it kind of smells bad in this room now compared to before.
You're telling me that these people who like have like trash covered their stoves, like
nobody should do a wire review and film himself. He should film himself touching the wire. He should. They should figure out what's going on with this wire. See if it's live. See if it was connected to anything. What's the deal with this wire, Nova? We gotta know.
Their idea of cleaning is moving trash from one corner to another. Like they're changing the litter at the appropriate intervals.
Yeah.
It's like no.
I would make myself become an outdoor cat.
No, it was nothing.
All right. And have you ever, I know you're always like trying to give him, advice on stuff. Have you ever kind of confronted him directly, specifically on the state of his house on the inside, the trash and what?
Okay. Poor pets can't take care of themselves. Well, I'm going to say cats, if you just let them outside, more than likely they are going to take care of themselves. But okay, listen to this. Nova's house has to have rats and bugs and mice and everything else, right? That cat is probably eating good. That cat's probably eating all the mice it can catch. You know what I mean? I'm sure he probably even has birds and bird nests in his house. Like, You know what I mean? So that cat's probably living better than we can imagine, other than maybe the smell or the like living conditions. But he's probably eating good at the very least.
But not.
Yeah, many times.
The cat's built like
a lot of
Nova.
because again, I'm a big honesty person, just because like, especially in a relationship like this, like if Nova's lying to me, it indicates that he's doing it because, you know, he's ashamed. And I think shame is very important. Like shame is not an inherent part of our psyche so we can like hide away from it. It's to motivate us to be better. So if he's like lying to me, you know,
so there's a reason,
like obviously, yeah. So a lot of times when maybe there'd be like a week we didn't talk, where I'm like messaging him every couple of days or something, or maybe I'm like saying, oh, what did you do today? And my theory is he's often embarrassed by his lack of activity. So it was very common for him to say like, oh, I've been really busy cleaning. And I would always call him out like, no, you fucking weren't. Like your house is like what, 1,300 square feet, maybe? Like how realistically, imagine you have a 1,300 square foot apartment and it's literally like 6 inches deep with trash. Like how long is that going to take you to clean? It's not going to take 2 weeks. It will maybe take like a few days if you're like working on it. But like again, Nova, he's not employed. Like there's no reason. Like so it was very apparent that he wasn't. And also you can just see the trash in his videos, so it's like he's obviously lying.
Yeah. Okay. Something we need to talk about, guys. Hold on. Let me read the chat a little bit. That cat should go befriend some skunks. It happens with black and white kittens. Oh yeah, I guess it would smell exactly like skunks too. You know what I mean? Probably worse. They'd probably actually not like him because he smells worse than them. Nova got an ecosystem more diverse than the Amazon jungle growing in his carpet. I mean, we've seen his carpet. He's like, it looks cleaner in here than ever. And it's just like the most terrible carpet you can even imagine. Uncle Drew, did you hear when everyone reported Nova to the FBI on Speth's live stream? I mean, they should. He's talking to minors. He's being a PDF, like right out in the open. They have to have some files on him already. The Nova files, but they're the FBI Nova files. You know what I mean? My chicken coop with 12 chickens is more sanitary than Nova's dwelling. Honest to God, I would probably rather sleep on the floor of a chicken coop than on the floor of Nova's house. On God. On God.
Certainly something. And you mentioned earlier in DMs with him, I don't know if anyone knows about this, but you were seriously concerned about like the legality and specifically like how dangerous his the state of his home was, like with the stove and the trash on it. Have you ever kind of, well, I know you did confront him on that. Did he ever have any response or explanation?
The legality side of it, not really. Like
dude,
again,
tailing Nova or Daniel Larson is on the Nova case. You know who you're talking about? Daniel McDougal. What if Daniel McDougal is certainly looking into Nova right now. They have him on the Law Cow patrol. On God, they can take Jupiter's devices. They can take this dweebs. Yeah, we need to know more details about why they took Jupiter's devices, because there was something really, really wrong with something on one of his devices for them to take them all. They even took his Xbox. Like, why are they taking his Xbox? That's like some grade A, like, concerning shit right there.
Seems like when you try to broach serious topics with him, it's either a defense mechanism or again, it's just like an attempt to manipulate because he doesn't give a fuck. But he would just like listen, be silent, and then like hope it passes. Like we swap to the next subject. But you know, I said to him multiple times, like, dude, you're violating. Like the scent is a code violation. The vehicle is a code violation.
Smell is
the
a
lawn
code,
is a code
violation.
The trash on the stove is a code violation. Like the rotting food is a code violation. Like you.
I understand he could talk to or find kids from Xbox Live, but I feel like even if he could talk to children on Xbox Live, they still wouldn't take his devices because of that. I feel like he was like, they were afraid he was going to go on like the dark web or something, or be like on the wrong websites on like Xbox internet browser or some shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
And you're uploading videos of all of this, like. So not only are you like doing this, which is just bad on its own, like you're projecting out publicly, where like anybody who doesn't like you, which is most people, unfortunately, like they can just get you kicked out of your house. Like that's ridiculous. And then there are also some other factors I don't want to get in the details of.
That's fair.
Regarding like health, that was a legitimate concern for that household.
I get that. That's fair to keep private. So what I'm hearing is he just shuts down whenever confronted and waits till you forget about it or till you stop asking him. Is that a fair?
Do you realize if the health department find the heap, they can condemn our house? Do you realize?
Assessment to make?
I mean, a lot of times he will acknowledge what you're saying, but it's like, I mean, it's obvious he's not internalizing it. Otherwise, this wouldn't still be an issue. Like, which is, again, it's strange because he can acknowledge all these things are bad and acknowledge that he needs to make a change. He can understand that he doesn't have an excuse, but like that's where it stops.
Christian reference. Like, I love Christian.
Here's another thing that really
okay. Hold on, guys. I need to talk about this real quick. When Gino Samuel said he is remastering the entire Christian series, and once he gets to the end of it, he's going to continue on the series with the modern shit. So he said for the next 85 weeks he's going to post one video a week or something like that, something along the lines of that. Now I know that the entire series right now is copyrighted by him, so we couldn't watch it on video, like on stream. But if the new series is not immediately copyright struck, maybe we can watch that on stream. Maybe we can watch like, the official part 1 of the Christian documentary remaster is coming out. We can watch it real quick. I think that would be dope. I think that would be really fun. So if first time watching it, I mean, of course I've watched the series already, but first time watching it, I'll stay up all night with you if I have to. Hell yeah, dude. Well, that's what I was going after, though. It's like, if we can watch the Christian documentary comprehensive series on stream, I'm going to type shit.
Picture of like how his mind functions. There was one day where he was complaining about his computer not working.
Christian remastered before GTA 6.
He said like, yeah, I'm gonna just make an appointment with a Geek Squad, and I'm like, well, what did you try to fix it? And he's like, nothing. And I was like, I think I said like, is it possible you like pushed your desktop and like you flipped the PSU switch off? Like, have you checked the PSU switch is still on? And he was like, no. And I was like, oh, are you gonna do that? And he's like, I already made the Geek Squad appointment. And I was like,
I'm not going to try anything.
Like you could fix this issue so easily. Like it's what's that quote? Like, we've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas. Like
that should be his motto.
But
God.
It's just we've tried nothing.
I remember that he made a stream not long after and was like taking it apart, just like abusing that poor computer. But he said that he couldn't get it fixed because the PC was too dirty.
Oh, it probably had bugs in it, dude. I mean, it probably had like bed bugs living in it and shit. I hear they go towards shit that's like heat, and if his computer had some heat coming off of it, they were probably all huddling inside of it. That's probably why it was too dirty. Too dirty is a very vague statement. They come across dusty like computers all the time in Geek Squad. So like dust couldn't be a problem. You know what I mean? They're gonna take care of dust. Too dirty almost definitely means there's like bugs or something inside of it. You know what I mean? Almost definitely.
That's something I brought up when he said the Geek Squad. I'm like, dude, these people aren't going to want to come into your home. And I never heard any more about that. So I'm assuming I hope they didn't come for their sake.
Geek Squad employees.
I don't know.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna say this, and sorry to anybody in Geek Squad that isn't like this, but there's a stereotype as well. Geek Squad is called Geek Squad for a reason. I can't imagine all of them shower as well as they should. Anyway, no diss. I'm sure there's some good people in the Geek Squad and for Best Buy, but I feel like some of them could probably look a lot like Nova.
If he ever, I'm assuming he fixed it. I don't know how.
Yeah,
it was probably just something stupid.
I bet. Yeah, that is interesting. I never knew that. But no, he did a stream not long after, just like gutting his PC, being very rough with it. It didn't work after and somehow, you know, it magically turned on. So I'm not sure about that, but I did
Harsh.
want to kind of
Sorry,
segue
not
us
trying to be
into
too harsh.
a very important question, and it's in regards to,
Okay, apparently I'm right.
his
I'm glad.
allegations, well, quote unquote allegations, but I mean, we know it's true. What has he said about it? Have you confronted him about it? What's that
So
about?
yeah, so again, for all the people who were there during the stream where the phone call was played, like that was basically the entire gist, is just me confronting him about that.
Mm-hmm.
And
They
you know,
definitely quit,
as maybe
dude.
some of you remember,
They
he just didn't
totally
really
quit.
address
They
most of it.
fucking
But I
smelled
think
his house. They smelled his house from 5 feet away, or from the driveway. They stepped out their car. They're like, "What the fuck is that smell, dude?" And they knocked on the door. They knew exactly what was going on. They seen nobody answer the door. They said, I can't do this." They just left right away.
the most important part of that call, from my perspective, is when I gave him the little thought experiment of like, what if, you know, Bloodspeth had done these things, or Lemur, or whatever, all the other YouTubers who comment on his behavior, and he made the admission, like, yeah, like
Geek
this,
in my
if they did this,
squad
this
right
would not be
now.
acceptable. And for me, that's like the nail in the coffin. It's like, it's like, great, so you're acknowledging that these are just bad behaviors, and you think there should be some repercussions for them. But let's take ourselves out of the thought experiment. Like, you did this. You know, it wasn't Bloodspeth or you know, Lemur or whatever. It was you. So I mean,
Okay. We're back. We're back. Hold up. Let me fix everything real quick. I pressed the button on my mouse that I was telling you it screws everything up. Can you hear me now? Are we back going at a stage? Yeah, okay. We're back. Satellite man at it again. Yeah. I pressed the wrong button. I'm sorry.
I see, but
We're
that was very recent. What about the like months beforehand?
so like I said, I tried to address all the like age regression, like
Satellite man
diaper,
really got me that time.
binky
We're
stuff,
good.
like
We're
within the first like
chilling.
month or two of us talking.
Is
And
everything's up and running right now, right? Someone confirmed for me everything's okay.
like I said previously, he made it. He
We're
got
scared
like
for a second, for sure, dude.
he was pretty
I'm not going
adamant
nowhere
about
yet. I got
getting through
about
that topic as
maybe
quickly as
15,
possible.
20
It
more
was,
minutes left of the
like I
stream.
said, like, oh, that was just like, I was just doing it to make friends. Like, it was just something like to connect with other people. Like, I look really down on that like behavior. I don't age regress anymore. Like, I don't want to use age
Better
regression
wash
as a
your
coping
teeth.
mechanism in the future. Like, and that was kind of the pretense the entire relationship was built on, is like, okay, so all these things that like those were the big things that I was calling into question in terms of like, should I interact with this person? Like, it's been addressed. He looks down on that behavior. Now we
Nova
can move
got
forward
me.
with the friendship. So
I see. And about
and every time after that they got brought up, he wouldn't even address it. That's something I should mention. Like, if anybody brought up like diaper binky stuff after that conversation, he would just not even respond, or he'd say like, I don't like talking about this.
Is Tony Chase up to anything? Guys, we're gonna have to cover Tony Chase at some point. I don't know that I'll make a video on it, because things like that on videos don't do well. Like, nobody would watch that video, to be honest. Maybe like a handful of you, but like I don't know. I feel like I'd much rather make a Nova video and have that, like, I feel like y'all would enjoy that much more. But something like covering Tony on stream, that would be a perfect thing to cover on stream. You know what I mean? Because like, if people want to actually tune into that, they could. Or if you just have the live stream up of me covering Tony Chase and all that shit. He is such a manipulative person. It's sick. Who? Tony Chase? I thought he's just insane. I thought he's like schizophrenic and on meth and shit. I didn't know. I don't know much about him, to be honest.
I see. Well, what about the minor stuff specifically? Like the Nova files, she was 14. Sia, his manager, was 15. As you knew,
Oh, you're talking about
I'm not
Nova.
sure if
I
you knew.
understand.
Well,
Gotcha.
you probably had some kind of idea. Did you ever confront him about it? Did he ever say anything about it?
We talked. So when I started the friendship, I really didn't know too much outside of the age regression stuff, and I think I'd seen clips from him and his manager, but I didn't understand like the context of them. I knew he had like a podcast with
Good
that
night,
girl,
everyone. Good night,
and I
Anaya.
later learned she was a minor. But
5468. Good
by
seeing
the
you
time I
here.
learned enough
It was fun.
details about it to like have an even greater problem, like it was in my mind, it was like, oh, we've already addressed it. Like, and also I should say I don't. Maybe I did see something and I don't recall, but I kind of doubt it. But I didn't recall seeing anything that was inherently. Let me preface this. So I understand why people can believe age regression is an inherently sexual thing, and why it can make a lot of people just uncomfortable in general, even if like someone tries to explain it as non-sexual. But at the same time, I was trying to like respect what Gabriel was telling me. I didn't want to call him a liar, and I definitely didn't want to believe, he was like some predator. So I just kind of was like, okay, this is what he's telling me. I'm not going to get a different answer. And worst case scenario, maybe he's lying. Maybe like he did have these negative intentions. But like, does it really matter if like the goal is to make him better? It's like, would the world not be a better place if Nova was a better person? Like the obvious answer is yes.
So. I understand. I really do. Wow. And about the podcast, I think that was before you two met. But has he ever talked more about it? I know he talked about starting a new one. Anything you know about that?
Oh, it's a hip abductor clip. I didn't think this one was going to come up in the video, but it totally was, wasn't it? It had to have. Cracking the new can is in. Hopefully this don't make me want to do nothing crazy. Dope Jupiter reference. Also, get off the Zins, dude. You can't be on them. They're so bad for you. That's worse than like, that's just as bad as like, oh, I don't even know. You'd rather be smoking a pack a day than being on the Zins. Anyway, no offense, brother. Yeah, let's get back to the hip abductor clip.
Once or twice when I don't remember the context, but not really. We never really talked about the podcast.
Okay.
I've never listened to him either.
Okay. I do have to mention something. It is we're 2 hours in. We're 2 hours and 2 minutes in just about. I am going to have the stream going for about maybe 15 minutes or so longer. And then I am going to have to drop it. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just letting you guys know, just a heads up. I am going to continue it though. We're going to remember what time we're at. We're at about 50 minutes in so far. I plan on covering this entire stream, to be honest. So yeah, we're gonna, or this entire video, I suppose. So we're gonna have to do another stream.
Are they good? Are they any good?
I'm Bragg Broski. Oh, you got your beer? Okay, hell yeah, dude. Well, we got another 15 or so minutes left of the stream, so enjoy it while you can.
Well, what do you think? Nova's content. Yeah.
I'm sure he has a lot of opinions that are valuable.
Oh, not really. He just read out the Wikipedia pages or Kiwi Farms pages or whatever, as he would expect.
Seems like really healthy behavior.
That's one way of looking at it. That is one way of looking at it.
I was being sarcastic.
No, I know.
Not good to do.
Of course. Me too. So over the course of your relationship, you've told me that there were a few specific instances that really kind of broke your trust with Nova. The first one is about him lying about. Let me skip this clip.
Fear's the only thing to know
about him lying in regards to this kind of weight loss plan you and your buddies had him on.
I'll never get that out of my head.
Suggested for him, and something with DoorDash. Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah. So I mean, he was lying relatively consistently, basically our whole relationship. But I mean, usually it was like small, like I said, it was like, oh, I've been cleaning this week, or like, oh, I was like doing chores all day. It's like obviously he wasn't. But those I don't see as that big of a deal. It's like whatever. But yeah, he started talking. He like came into our Discord channel one day when my like super strong peptides pinning jacked friend, handsome Stanley ass guy was in there, and he's like a huge health nut. So him and Nova started talking, and they had like an actually pretty deep conversation for like an hour and a half. Like most of us were being silent while they talked. Like both of them seemed pretty into it. Nova seemed pretty excited about like getting healthier. So like that kind of started us all, not us, it was mostly me.
Oh, you
trying
don't
to
like
hold him
that
accountable. Like,
hip abductor
dude,
clips?
what's stop? Like, if you want to be healthier, what's stopping you from like? It's basically like the shower saga, but just for our Discord server. Like, why aren't you just posting in here, like what you're consuming in a day? Because like, you're saying like, oh, I
This is
only
what
ate,
Nova
like,
does when he gets
tater
a
tots
job.
today. Like, I had 600 calories of tater tots. Like, obviously that's not true. Like, nobody gets like this from eating
This is what he
600
does when he
calories a
gets a
day.
job.
So either you're lying, which we can. Either you're lying or you're just like totally forgetting like a large amount of the food you're eating. I mean,
So wait,
and in both cases, like
he said he ate 600 calories of food and that was it. 600 calories of tater tots is like a fucking 2 servings. That's like, he's eating like half the bag in once. That would be there's no way he's eating only that much.
An easy fix is to just log them and post them to like your friends so they can hold you accountable. And the first like big issue that happened was when he like, I think he posted some video where he mentioned he DoorDashed or something, and we had been talking for like 2 weeks about how he needs to stop DoorDashing, how like unhealthy and expensive it is. And he just like would not tell me what he got. And I know that sounds kind of cringy and weird. Like, tell me what you got at DoorDash last night now. But I don't know. It's important to, hold yourself accountable. And he just would not. He would not tell me. And then eventually we ended up just calling the restaurant we knew he DoorDashed from. And we just said like, hey, my friend, he ordered food for all of us last night and he won't tell us how much it is. So we can't give him the money for it. He's trying to be like nice.
Okay, somebody asked, Austin Lee asked, Uncle Drew, if you could collab with any other commentators, who would you pick? So this one's hard because I don't really think about this too often. I would definitely want to. Okay, the Greasy, I'd want to collab with her at least once, just see how it is. I think that'd be fun. I think it'd be interesting. I know she watches my content. I watch hers every once in a while. It's hard for me to watch other Nova content just because I make it myself. So unless I'm getting information specifically from it, it's hard for me to like, watch it over and over and over again, especially with making content on it as well. But I'm wanting to say maybe like Bloodspeth or okay, all time, I'd want to be on Too High for Stupid. That would be so dope. But Too High for Stupid doesn't have people. Smokey and Kiwi, they do not collab with people. That's just how it is. I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know how. But it would be dope to do that. Smokey MCC was the very first lolcow channel I ever watched. It was back when I had a shitty factory job and you weren't allowed to have headphones in, but I'd always have one in just because the job was so shitty. It was like one of those things where if I didn't do this, I'd be in a fucking trailer for 8 hours a day, sweating my ass off, even in the winter, with no entertainment or anything. And it was kind of terrible. So yeah, I'd say Smokey MCC specifically would probably be the very number one person. But also I don't think they're very like what do you call it? I don't think they're very God, what I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Friendly. I don't hear them talking about or like giving credit to hardly anybody in the community. Not like dissing on them or anything, but they're not very community wise. You know what I mean? Saturated content is pretty cool too. I love his videos. He's pretty cool. I think you'd fit in with Smokey. Probably, yeah. I don't think it would be too much of a clash or anything like that. I used to do that too, Drew. One place I worked said no earbuds. I put them in anyway. I didn't want to hear the customers pestering me. Yeah, no, mine was more of like you're bored out of your mind. Literally, like it was like 12-hour shifts and shit. It was terrible. Anyway, yeah. So guys, I have some bad news for you. We are an hour or 2 hours and 8 minutes into the chat, into the stream, and we're not going to keep it going for very much longer. I'm going to be honest with you. So I'm not trying to end things with 54 people here, but my girl's getting home soon and she's making me some fried chicken, so I gotta be ready for all that. You know what I mean? So we can chill, we can talk for a little bit longer. I see what you mean. They seem a little cliquey, but aren't they all from Philly? It'd be like that from Philly. I don't know. To be honest with you, I have no clue. Yeah, I don't know that they don't usually talk about people. They don't usually have people on their stream. They're always talking about like uh they're always having something talking about something along the lines of like, oh, we should have this guy on, or we should have this guy on, and they never do. I don't know why that is. Also, it seems like they've been skipping a lot of two highs. Like they never used to skip for like it was almost like no matter what, you would know that they're streaming on a Wednesday. Now I don't think they're doing that every Wednesday. I feel like they're skipping like every other one at least. They give credit to the main guy who archives Nova stuff. Chin Universe, that's who they're giving you credit for, probably. Yeah, shout out to Chin Universe. I use him for like most of my videos, and I hope you don't mind. I know it's like an archive channel, so it should be like used for that type of stuff, but like I don't shout him out in every video, and I kind of feel bad for that, but definitely. Chilla is definitely from Philly. The accent, I know. They seem chill though. Yeah, I've talked to Chilla before. Oh, they're taking a break right now. Maybe that's why I haven't seen him coming up recently. I don't know. I'm sure they got shit going on. I can't imagine all of that. They got like the biggest lolcow stream in the world. I don't know if it's the world, but it's one of the biggest for real. Chilla is from the south. I don't know where the hell he's from. Uh, anyway, I'd like to do a stream with Chilla as well at some point. That'd be pretty cool. I know he used to do the barnyard where him and Lemur did stuff, but now Lemur's a lolcow himself. Maybe I could take that place. The Uncle Drew and fucking Chilla show. It'd probably be the Chilla and Uncle Drew show since he's bigger than me, but that'd be pretty dope. They went on vacation to Belgium last year, I heard. That'd be pretty dope. I don't know nothing about Belgium. I think Nova likes Belgium. Either way, they chill as hell. They are chill. Yeah, they're definitely chill. There no doubt about that. Let's see. Thought I heard Chilla say he was in the South. Could be wrong. I I don't know. I feel like that is true though. I feel like I've heard that. I don't want to dox him or nothing. I don't want to dive into it too deep. Have a good dinner on. Time to go to Bloodstream. Oh, is Bloodspeth streaming? Yeah, he's streaming like every night. Shout out to Bloodspeth. Y'all transfer from here to Bloodspeth stream because I'm sure he's doing something cool. You know what I mean? But I think that's about it for the Uncle Drew or not Uncle Drew for the former friend interview. But I will say, guys, real quick, if you don't mind, go ahead and check out the Nova Online gets confronted by former friend in leaked phone call. That's my brand new video. I can play like the first 2 seconds of it for you. Yeah, why don't we just in case? I'm gonna go watch the sex offender hit list. What does that mean?
Having to tell you to like wash your clothes. There are clips in that video of you panicking because you're concerned about the repercussions of the Discord.
They probably sent all the bad shit when I was busy.
Can you explain how you're having friendly conversations in a server that's allegedly blackmailing you to be there? Dude, you expect me to believe that? You are a terrible liar. You are not intelligent. You're not an intelligent person by any means. Hey guys, and welcome.
Okay, yeah, that was that. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. What am I going to? We're gonna go back to some Kirby music, and we're gonna end it with some Kirby music, fellas. Kirby, go. Anyway, Blood Raid. Yeah, everybody go raid Bloodspeth. Why not? Go for it. Didn't Nova's PH have that AI Belgian flag? It could. I don't really know. Already watched. I appreciate you for already watching that, man. I had to shout out the new video. Anyway, guys, go check out Bryden Uncle Drew. Bryden. What is Bryden? I'm not hip. Yeah. Okay, guys. This is about the end of the stream, fellas. I see y'all are tapping out. We got 40 people in the chat. 39. It's going down by the second. Have a good one, y'all. Yeah, literally, yeah. I'm assuming that link is probably Bloodspeth's chat. I'm not quite sure. Just in case I'm not going to put it on screen, actually. Thank you all for being here. And I might do a stream tomorrow covering the rest of it. let me check real quick what we were actually at. We're at 51 minutes into the video. So, yeah, we're going to remember where we are. And, yeah, no, it Bryden's. Okay, that's Bryden. That's Bryden's chat. Okay. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Throw some tomatoes if you want. Arabian Baby 53. I love that name still. I can't imagine it. Thanks everyone. Thanks for everything, fellas. For real, you've been crazy generous. JC Blair has sent too much stuff, too much money, too many gifteds, everything else. I appreciate it, guys. And with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all in the next one. Y'all have a good night.